am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is Righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick-Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick-Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right, people, welcome back to the channel. All right, welcome back to the channel. Listen, I have to say big up to Nick Simmons, right? Youngster came on, acquitted himself quite well, eloquent, well spoken. You understand me? Did very well, and thanks also to his father, Mr. Gregory Simmons, who, I mean, you talk about a family that loves Jamaica's football. This is one. We have some partnership, because at the end of the day, the desire to help is not limited to a federation. I don't think JFF, I think football. I think football first, and the JFF is secondary. Football comes first. And so we're looking to start a partnership where we can introduce futsal in Jamaica, in our prep and primary schools, separate competitions for male and female. We have to begin to think progressive and act progressive. And again, I tell people, like at the end of the day, if all we do is talk, then that's a waste of time and energy. We must act and be the change that we want to see. This is like the second edition of the JPL show. Now, how did this come about? Because I hear people saying all kinds of things. All right, so I like to bring clarity, and I have some persons that I value them. They're subscribers and viewers, and not only that, but they're source of encouragement and inspiration. All right, and so I do that. I value them a lot, and very keen to listen, and based on the advice, we'll act upon it. So I think I was doing a show yesterday, and there were many persons asking, like unseen. Many of these guys know that I normally do a lot of JPL content. One, they wanted me to do the JPL show. I mean, I even spoke to Mr. Owen Hill. Our JPL shows are normally on Fridays, on Super Fridays. All right. Super Fridays, JPL show normally on Super Fridays. People remember that is how the channel has always been, right? So we said, okay, let's get in. Big up Demo. Let's get in all the people. Big up Bessa's documentary. Big up Demo. Let's get in as many of the JPL teams, players, and Mr. Owen Hill today on the show and discuss some JPL matters. All right? Because we have many platforms, you know. And again, people, I have no, listen, I'm not in no competition with anyone. I'm 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 not a person to secular music, but there's a song I don't even know who do it, but it says I'm in my own lane. I'm in my own lane. All right. I want to provide. Yep, Fantasy League this weekend, Jason. I want to provide content that stimulates and educate and provides debate respectfully. I not only serve an audience of Jamaicans, there are persons in other places in the Caribbean that listens to my platform. There are old and mature persons who know me outside of the space, who those persons, right? Those persons just want to listen to the content. And you understand me? So there we go. And we do that. Now, I have no challenges if I'm doing a show and you have an issue that doesn't cover one of the topics that you call in and talk about it. Because it's free, you have an opinion, but you cannot tell me to change what I plan to do with people to facilitate something that you want to hear, that you have had ventilated in other spaces. Many persons are and have ventilated the issue of the girls. My position is one from the beginning, and it will be to the end. From before I had a YouTube platform, I was on radio. I was a caller of the year. Still connect with a lot of those people. And like I said, from years ago, used to be an area FM. Years, years ago. From that program just started. So I'm not new to giving my opinion on things. And here's my opinion. No organization at all should engage people in any work if they cannot pay. You all say you want FIFA to ban Jamaica from playing football, then fine. That's your opinion. Why am I going to argue with that? What is the point of arguing your opinion? What I can do is explain to you what happens if FIFA bans Jamaica. FIFA bans Jamaica for 10 years. They put a 10-year ban on us. It means no schoolboy football, because it's a FIFA sanctioned under the JFF, will be played, male or female, and you don't get to participate in anything. All right? So, if that's what people want, I'm saying fine. But while you want that, here's what I want to do. I want to make an impact in the lives of young men and women in Jamaica and across the United States and Canada and England who are Jamaicans. And whether FIFA bans Jamaica or not, I am going to do that. I cannot understand why you have a problem with that when I don't have a problem with your position. This is what I can understand. You have a position that I don't have a problem with. I don't argue with you about your position. But you think that I am supposed to be on your side of an argument. And if I'm not on your side of the argument, something is wrong with me because I don't agree with you. And here's what we begin to get disrespectful. And when I tell people that in terms of societies and people I've been exposed to, I love Jamaica. But when it comes down to Jamaican, our intellectual capacity to have conversation without being disrespectful is crazy. But we have the big man, you understand me, in the building. Hey, first and foremost, sir, good afternoon.
Afternoon,
Let me
afternoon.
let me warn you, whenever you're coming on the show, right, you cannot wear like a color like that, because all the people are going to say you're an Arnett Garden fan,
It's
especially
which
because
color
of
this?
this.
This is actually pink, you know.
Oh, it look red, and there's a
No,
red,
man,
there's a red Arnett,
your glasses. I think your glasses need to make some adjustments.
there's a red and white shirt.
Yeah, there's a red and white mannequin right here. But don't mistake that. This is a pink shirt. Remember, it's Oktoberfest.
Oh
After
yeah,
support breast cancer.
breast cancer. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah. Mr. Owen Hill, welcome to the show.
Blessings and blessings to you, sir.
Listen, man. Let me tell you. Hey, you guys are fantastic. The fact that you're able. Let me just big you up, Mr. Williams, and the entire group of the organizers and planners and the people who create the strategy. Because to make such a quick decision, given the security measures in Arnett Gardens, and then to drop it at Waterhouse and have it so well supported, kudos to you. I'm telling you, like people look at the game, and don't realize that logistically, for you to move all your planning like the day before, call off
Less
a game.
less than 24 hours, man.
There you go.
Less
There
than
you go.
24 hours. But again, it's a team. I keep saying it. We have a very astute team. Young, sharp, bright football minds. But more so, people who are dedicated to seeing the sport growing in our country. We have a global vision that transcends Jamaica. So everything you see us do, we're not just thinking about Jamaica. Let me tell you that much. So how we operate, the things that we do to get things going. Most people will not be able to do it. I can tell you that much. So the fact that you have seen the kind of work and know that it's not easy, give thanks for that.
Yeah, yeah, because I think a lot of people just saw the game. And again,
Most times you only see the game.
yeah,
You
and let
don't
me
know
just,
the game. You don't know the work behind the game.
yeah, and let me
Pre,
just,
during, and post.
yeah, and let me just say this: like, you guys are so accommodating, right? Because, and even military Guna, for those persons who would not have been able to see it, they were able to see it. Mark you, it is not what you get when you have one of the bigger TV. But let me tell you
Yeah,
something. It was good.
yeah, man.
It was, yeah.
Yourself, MG. You guys have access, Ryan. You guys have access to, and you know this, because that's one of the only ways that we can help to grow the sport, and also your own technical capacities. Because the more you're doing it, the better you are getting at it. So I'm certain that military, every execution that he does, he gets better at it. Every execution you do, the same thing for Ryan. So, we keep offering opportunities, not just for the players on the pitch, but, the supporting cast that make it sensible.
Yeah. I see Demo says you're using free Wi-Fi, free library Wi-Fi, it's shaky.
Who, me?
Yeah, he said that your Wi-Fi is shaky. I'm hearing you clear. Maybe his Wi-Fi is shaky.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one of the things when you live in a poor country, man. That's one of the things.
Yeah.
You know?
But
So I don't complain.
yeah, so talk to me. I mean, new sponsors on board. Um J. Ray and nephew. I also heard the Minister of Sports announcing that clubs will be getting, I think, $12 million monthly, which is 150,000 per team on a monthly basis. Not a lot, but every mickle
Make a
makes
market.
make a buckle. So tell us about the new sponsorship and what people can expect. Firstly, from the sponsors, J. Ray and nephew.
Well, I mean, publicly, let me thank Jerry and nephew again for jumping in. They were a part of the organization from before, through their Campari brand. But what we did was to show them the superior return on investment that they can get and the brand value that can be added by being a part of this process. And as a result of that, they came in, they saw the need. They're a community oriented organization, and they have strong roots and foundation in the communities. So it was an easy synergy between ourselves and them because we are a community-based entity with a global vision too. So giving them that opportunity to execute, for the next 3 years as the title partners, was an easy decision on our part. And I think they appreciated how we would have done things, how we are moving the needle and, planting a vision and a strategy for football, because we have to build the football industry. And it's bigger than just any one game, any final or any national game. It is from grassroots all the way through. So Ray Nephew has been on board, and we look forward to big things. They're an exciting brand. They bring vibes and energy, and the product that they have even elicits that kind of energy. So, so I think fans will be expecting a lot. I mean, we'll have activations on key days, and I think it's just gonna be a nice party atmosphere, where we're mixing sports with entertainment, because entertainment and sports cannot be separated.
Yeah, because that's what I want to ask you. Because on my earlier show, I was speaking to Mr. David Price from Limeall and the captain of the Limeall team, and one of the commenters was asking about Ray and nephew connecting with football. What about those persons who were saying that kind of beverage is not ideal? For a football game. Like I said, because it evokes a particular kind of behavior. How do you sensitize them to understand that? Listen, there is
Well,
that level of entertainment off the field, and it won't interfere with the players because they certainly will not be participating.
yeah, man, 18 and older, drink responsibly. That's the message that will be out and about, even though it's a family event. So we want kids to come to the games because you need to have an aspirational side of the game. People need to come and see that, okay, I can be a part of a Montego Bay United team or a Mount Pleasant team or a Tivoli team or a Cavalier team, and I can make the next step. However, for fans, I mean, we're living in a tropical country, which, Ray Nephew is not new to anybody in Jamaica. What we will be doing is ensuring that, enough security measures are in place, stadium specific, so that, it doesn't spill over into anything untoward. Consistently advocate to the teams that, when they're doing their communication to their fans, etc., they need to be careful about anything. But the truth is, this is Jamaica, and we know that it has never been, nothing has ever been wrong with having these partners on board. It's good, I think, and we're responsible adults, we're responsible promoters, we're responsible clubs and officials. So in our best interest, in how we execute, everything will be done according to a strict set of guidelines.
Yeah. So let me ask. This is a new title sponsor. Is the previous sponsor still on board? Or
No, they're not on board.
They're not on
The
board.
previous title sponsor, which is Digicel, which
Right.
again, very good opportunity to give them their credit. They stepped in when most people didn't want to or chose not to. During a tough period, COVID-19, and they actually held the bag for quite some time. So now they've decided to transition into some other opportunities that they may be pursuing. So we thank them for all the years that they would have been on board, and I'm certain that there will be spaces that they can come in, may not be at title level, but probably at an individual level, etc. And then, this is always a space that we facilitate anybody who wants to support, regardless of the stature of the organization or the size of the purse. We are saying come and support local football because that's the only way it can grow.
Okay. All right. So I see Rob Smith here saying, previously Mr. Williams said he didn't want to use a title sponsor because no brand is other than brand bigger than other than brand Jamaica. And then he's asking what changed in terms of having a brand sponsor.
There's always a title sponsor. There's always a presenting partner. So it's still the Jamaica Premier League powered by Ray and Nephew.
Oh, okay, right. So
not the Ray and Nephew Jamaica Premier League. It's the Jamaica Premier League powered by Ray and Nephew.
That is a distinction. The distinction is the Jamaica Premier League. That will not change. But
no,
it can be
that's always the case. That's always the case. I mean, globally, if you look at it, sponsors change across tournaments, etc. But it is still what it is called. So if you look internationally, England, Barclays Premier League,
right?
It's still the Premier League.
Yeah, it's the EPL. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yes,
it's the English Premier League. So
yes,
we're very keen on those things, but also we understand the nuance of Jamaica and our country itself. So while we are striving for global standards, we are still very mindful. And how do we get there? We have to show value, and people have to see why they need to come on board.
Okay. And then Michael Gardner, who has been a long advocate of persons from the diaspora actually buying into the JPL as shares and bonds and stuff. So he says, hope Mr. Hill will now consider and present an investment plan for the diaspora to upgrade and improve the JPL. Let's hear something in that direction for the product.
Yeah, we're definitely on that move. I mean, you see where there's a new investor in Montego Bay United. So we're not talking, we're not just making up these things. These are in front of your face, case studies that you literally can use to make your own judgments. Nobody thought that Orville Paul would have stepped aside from Montego Bay United, the person who pretty much kind of took the baton and run with it. And he has now passed the baton to Yanni Epstein. And his group of investors. So again, there are opportunities. We'll be looking to enlist on the stock exchange from an individual club perspective. But if you want private placements, we can always talk. So Michael, if you can, reach out to Omar and give him your contacts, we can always send you a prospectus, man. You can invest in a club for sure.
yes. So listen, from the sponsors, I mean, is there anything new that you want to share just from that before we get to some other things? Or you want to keep that a secret?
No, I mean, there's nothing secret about what we're doing. We're trying to build the local football industry. So the essence of what we're doing is giving opportunities to both clubs and sponsors. Because we have a product that we are marrying. We're not out there begging anybody to do anything. What we're saying is come and support. We'll give you a vehicle and we'll give you mileage through what we're doing. Professionally, of course. So as we go forward, we are executing in the best way possible, knowing the nuances of Jamaica, but also mindful that we're looking to improve, and there are incremental improvements that can be done, but it must be done sustainably. And that is something that we're very, very keen on. Sustainable improvements.
Okay, awesome. Now, we have seen recently where players from the JPL, which is again speaks to the kind of work that is being done by the organizers and by the clubs, have moved to Italy. We talk about the Trevante Stewart as probably one of the most
notable.
Right.
Sure.
There you go. I mean, is there plans like what we see like in MLS where those type of deals, though they're connected to the club, with this kind of investment and this kind of leadership where the league broadly benefits, or it's just the club directly? Or is there plans to, when stuff like this happen, there is a percentage that is reinvested in the league outside of just the club so that it become even more sustainable or self-sustaining over a period of time because of the benefits of players being sold into the bigger markets in Europe?
Quite frankly, Omar, I'll tell you that if you dive deep into the entire process, the approach is that the league benefits by having these clubs doing this type of transaction.
Okay.
PFGL as an organization is owned by all the clubs who are a part of the league. So every earning that really happens at the PFGL level is really the club earnings. It is not for PFGL. It's not Owen or Chris or anybody who earns from these things. It's really the club. So if more clubs sell players, then chances are the league will be better because they'll reinvest those monies back into the club. What we are out there doing is showing them, giving them directives, providing assistance, giving them the hand-holding that is required. So, a club like Limehall, who is new to the Premier League, who is new to elite level football, do you want them to struggle and, be relegated, or do you want them to stay in the competition and compete at their best? We are giving them those kinds of opportunities to say, hey, week in, week out, you'll get a chance. If you're a televised game, you'll be playing on television. But we have partnerships that will facilitate a player or two or, coaches that can be seen at the global level. So it's inking deals like those, whether they sports deals through television and broadcast rights, or betting deals, or apparel deals. Those are the things that we are out there doing, laying the land, putting in the soil, planting the trees, and allowing for water to come and pretty much help to grow what is considered football. So it requires a lot of things. I mean, yes, globally we look on and, we sometimes we have, short-term memory or, recency bias, if you want to call it that. But the realities are most clubs, most leagues would have been built over a period of time. So the most notable one, which is the English Premier League, wasn't necessarily the top league, since ever. So it's in recent times that they've done, such a very good job at planting the seeds and, making sure that the right kind of crop is planted when it is planted, and they're reaping benefits from it. Italy was once a top league. No, it has, the reality, it has swung on the other end. Spain also was a very, very top league. People are looking elsewhere a little bit. So what we're doing is trying to build that. Again, it may take some time, but we require the support of everybody. And there are different ways you can support. I keep saying it. Buy a jersey, come and support a club. Come and watch the game physically. If you can't come to a physical game, watch it on TV. Watch it back on YouTube. Those are ways that the club earn, because every hit, every like, every reshare, every watch, those are ways that revenues are going up, and then the clubs benefit from that.
All right, this one is saying, Sir Owen, big up. I want you to take a look into how clubs actually attract real fans through their hospitality services before games, which include dining services before and during the games. And then this person says, what do the VIP, I think both things could be connected, what do the VIP sections at clubs grounds entail? Which a lot of that would have to do with the sponsors and the clubs themselves, but can you shed any light and how do you respond to these two questions?
Well, we know, of course, we want to ensure that the hospitality is of such. I keep saying, yes, we're aiming for global standards, but how many clubs really have a proper hospitality space, for argument's sake? Some clubs do, some clubs don't. But what we are doing is trying to assist those clubs that do, to keep growing it, and then the ones that don't, implement it. And these are the ways that we have to do. We have to show them. How do you get real fans? What do you call a real fan? A real fan is the one that spends 5,000 every game, or a real fan is the one that supports regardless in different ways. You have to, look at the semantics of it. But obviously, the club structures need to strengthen, and we keep saying that. So what we're doing is also individually working with clubs to say, this is what fans want globally. How can we, give them what they want and more in order to keep them coming back? Because again, if I go into the supermarket looking for bread and there's no bread, then I'll not buy flour nor sugar nor rice, because those are standards that I expect in any kind of supermarket. I may not be able to buy grapes thereafter, but the point I'm making is we have to start from actually getting the clubs, actually having venues that can facilitate people in the stands and doing the right things. So it requires some obvious growth, and what we're saying is it will take us a little while to get on that journey, but we're running a marathon, we're not doing a sprint.
Yeah, and I like that, because the truth is, let's talk about what happened this week at Waterhouse. The surface looked, and I'm saying that we weren't able to get like the higher quality cameras with different angles, but the surface itself looked very good.
Pristine condition.
That's what I'm saying. I have seen the Arnett Garden surface as well in the schoolboy football. Good condition. So that is part of what we can say is happening. Like I said, incremental steps of improvement.
Correct.
Because you can see that there is a more concerted effort from the clubs to make the surfaces better.
Yeah, man. And for a club, I'll jump in and say, what is the return on that investment? What is really the return on that investment? For any investor who's coming in, they must see some kind of return. Because you can't keep pumping funds into a particular process or program that's not providing you with any returns. So, it has to be a part of an overall plan, but it must be incremental, unless you have deep pockets, like a few of us. But generally in football, there aren't a lot of deep pockets who will come in and just change things.
Yeah. I think one of the big transformation as well is maybe there's some of both of these can be connected, is the fact that games will be played even more so at more venues, because and you have a new parish, because now you have Steps. St. Elizabeth Technical, good surface again,
very good surface. Treasure Beach will be playing at Stets. They also have a very good venue up by Breads, but for the most part their home games are going to be at Stets. Another good venue, another one that we add to the process, and then we're looking to expand. Again, the reality is, I keep saying it, we live in Jamaica, so Z-Man is asking if there's a rule book for the league that demands that teams have a minimum quality for their home venues. Of course, there's a minimum quality. What is that minimum quality? Is it like England? If we do that, then we can't have no football being played in our country. So yes, the nuanced approach must be taken. And we try to improve as we go along. Everybody, is playing their own part. And yes, we keep raising the bar when it comes onto the standards. So yes, there's a rule book. Yes, there are some minimum standards. And yes, we are looking to improve on those minimum standards year in, year out.
All right, we have a caller, one in the diaspora. So let me let him chip in, and then I have a very, because we haven't even touched TV, which Michael is asking about, because these are the diaspora people now. They want to watch every single game.
That's fantastic.
So let's caller, welcome to the show, Gunners boss.
Big up yourself, my name's man.
Yeah, man, big up.
Man in a red shirt. The man in a red shirt.
No, it is not red.
It's pink.
It's pink. It's breast cancer month, so it's pink.
Okay. So all right then, Mr. Pink Shirt, big up yourself. Cut around till them son can't come down, can't come sit down beside him and nothing pink.
No, and that we are way past that. And like I say, I've personal connections with breast cancer survivors. So I'm very, very mindful of that.
Yeah, man, that's a good look. Even though the NHL said them not keep it no more. Them now keep the special nights and tell the players them to wear nothing for them uniform no more. We can understand that. But right away, Me hear you touch on that thing, and me like how you say some people, some of us having deep pocket. That means to say you put yourself in one of the deep pocket category. So do great with your deep pocket and the football. But here when me tell you say something, people in the comment section all you know over here type every day on not drop no super sticker on not drop nothing for Super Friday and no day at all on over here type 100 message I expect everyone on the comment to be read and here. And I saw it go. You hear what the man said? The man said the business can work, but you don't have to support. I did a day, me I listen to University of Kentucky coach Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin and him, the people them come on him post-game show and them ask him about why the team cannot win. And him say it's because Alabama and Georgia and Texas buy all their players, but you not give no money to buy or support the program. A basketball, you know, I spend the money in. You need to put up some of the money over here. That's why I'm tell the fans and the boosters, them and the people, them at Kentucky. I agree with Mr. Man when him say, you know, come out, you know, pay if you come watch the game at five Jamaican dollar, you know, want pay if you come in, you know, want come bad up the security at the gate and walk in and a fluid area and a fluid thing. You know, break down the area by doing that. You know, break down the football by doing that. You see, try your proud of your little youth them we are play. You're supposed to go in your pocket when them say at $10 or $5. $5 too cheap to go watch them youth play ball. See 10 or 20 there.
Remember, it's not is you see that $5 that you contribute at the venue for entrance, it helps to offset a lot of operational expenses for the clubs. They have to pay players. They have to maintain the facility itself. They have to. So when you look at certain venues, for it to be treated of such, for the players to be performing at the highest quality for 8-9 months, just imagine the operational expenses.
Of course, come on. I have to tell them like it is, because that's the true man's man. And just remember, my views are not the views of I am sure sports are. What's your name, boss man? Me don't want to call you pink shirt one.
Mr. Hill, Mr. Owen Hill.
You can say pink shirt.
Owen Hill.
Good with that.
Mr. Hill. Owen. I'm going to say Owen then. Because I'm 59 years old, so we are grown up. So I can call you Owen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So just like a Owen say, you know, him now go say it as rugged as how me I say it, because out of certain principles and them man I know if it are good. Me don't know if it are good. Me I hold down. So me I go tell you no. You if you support the thing and wait till when I go wait till when the man them reach a championship now, you know how them reach there. But the whole on run out and come free game. Buy ticket, buy merch, share, subscribe like on a comment, because on a comment, some of them make 20 comments and not even share the video one time and not even like it. But you know over here type because you know I'm management to post up on a comment and call on a name. And don't think that. If you support the football in the community like how me used to do. Me used to ride my bike from West Street, go all the way to Reno, Wadada, Port Morant United and them place to go watch football match. No match, no miss way for boys down around the yard now play or even Tivoli Garden when we in the city. When me not see them thing they are going no more, you know. We see stadium a play. You think so when we are youth and me and Bob them and we are grow up and we don't have matches playing and them place. You think that match can keep on stadium not full every time. We there in there. And when the man them school go, we are run over there, we are collect all some little when $150 bill just come out them time, we are collect $100 and $50 and I throw over there. Me not call the man them name, but them know themselves when them here fine attack and support the team. When we all a Charlie match and we see all Byron Earl drop one in 98, brother, I pay money over there for them. Them have to pick it up. And so we used to do it. And only now support the game. Balakara, your friend them, me over here from when you want to drape one Balakara, and me over here talk one bag of foolishness when you with Mr. Steve, you know. And man keep the man on the phone for 40 minutes and I could even get on. By the time I get on, the customer come and me have to go back to work. And them thing now, you want to do. Just like the man son, come out, support the thing and make the thing grow. If you know want to see beautiful football like when me went back in my days when football was beautiful and it was everywhere. Corner league and league. Yes,
so we're going to put it because there is a merch shop now, you know, where you can buy your Arnett Gardens shirt. And you can get it right at your house, you know. And that is supporting Arnett Gardens. We're going to put up the link and everything. So you can now buy your Arnett Garden shirt because you're an Arnett Garden fan, you know. So make sure you get it, you know. So when you come in on,
But you think they send me that, I think Biggie did send me that the other day,
okay,
we can get the chance and the Onyx card merch them.
there you go.
Yeah, man, my thing I'll go through So anytime I'm ready to buy my shirt or my thing, me I got to just we deal with that.
All right.
Hold me to it. We deal.
All right, bossy.
Yeah, so you don't know.
Yeah,
so I just so the thing there, and I just me after the show I go on good. I will want to play football back in Jamaica like when the man them used to spend them money. And the thing, see the pocket man there, so in front town what talk to no say. In pocket, but if he alone up, if in pocket loan alone a deep and him a continue to spend alone. The money I got done on the football, I got dead game where so I will always chip in and build the thing, brother.
All right.
I mean this time. So on a big up on yourself, and me I go run left on the time, me have to go back to work and now lunchtime up. Me I go and listen, and Mr. Man just go and pressure them and go. Where your club name, boss man?
No, the man is he's
I mean, I don't know why,
he doesn't. No, he's not a part of a club. He's a CEO for the league. Yeah. And I've been asking, me can't run yet since I the CEO this. I've been asking, from such time, Here, me I ask why the people them not try to get. You have the lower league, not the MLS, the lower league to the MLS in America. We can go for Apple TV or for certain TV and go watch them game. It's been paid for. And so me don't know how the TV rights and them thing they go. But me I like this, you have a platform like that where we can go watch the JPL, the games and them thing there. Whether I'm pay, if we have to pay a fee. Because just like how the other day, me want to watch the Nations League. Me have to go buy Paramount to $5 a month to watch it. I will pay my money and watch it too. So I need man, sell them the TV rights, and make we get some money in it. All right, all right, listen to this Gunners boss, because that is going to be my next question to Mr. Hill. So just hang up and listen to his response to very good question you asked. Very, very good question. All right?
Yes, okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, so that is it, because the same thing, Mr. Hill, that Michael is saying. Is there a TV package to buy subscription for viewing or subscription to a club TV subscription? Any investment for club fee? But just take that first question, which is what Gunners boss is saying. For people in the diaspora, because what some persons are saying is that they can't see all the games. Like some people would watch. Like for me, I could watch Arsenal playing right now, but I still can go and watch the Manchester United game somewhere else, or I can watch all the Premier League games on one weekend. Many of them delayed, of course, but they are still available. So I think what they're asking is there any plan in place to have all games available to the fans, especially those, because the people in the diaspora are saying that they are willing to pay to buy the subscription to watch the game. I know the production cost is probably hectic, but what is your take on that?
So again, we keep building an industry. It takes time. Currently, we advertise 4 of 7 games every week. We broadcast and produce 4 of 7 games every week. And that's shown on Sportsmax. People in diaspora, it is actually shown on Scene TV. There's also an application, Scene TV. And in Canada and North America, some areas, Bell and Rogers, it is on those platforms. There is the Sportsmax app as well, so you can always get it on demand, not necessarily live, but whenever you choose. And then we have the different YouTube channels that post after. So, once you are able to see a game, whether it be live or delayed, then you will get access to that. Now, the other 3 games that are not broadcasted, there's access for the teams to actually produce those games. Cannot be live, but there's access. So that's another revenue generating opportunity if it is that you're a club. So if you're Mount Pleasant and you have your strong media team and your game is not shown live, you can record that game and then produce it at a certain time on demand on your channel so people can get access to it. And then, you can repost and share and do all sorts of things. But the process is, we're looking to get more games live. And we're looking to also ensure that it's on free to air. So if you're in Jamaica and you're unable to get Sportsmax, etc., then it will be on free to air CVM TV. We're looking to also engage some other partners.
All right, Unseen, welcome to the show. Good afternoon. I see you have your hand up. Michael, I'm going to pin the apparel stuff and then have Mr. Hill speak on it. But let's hear from Unseen.
Yeah, a question to Mr. Hill though about the game, streaming from the club. So for example, if there's no live match, that Sportsmax is producing.
No, there's always a live match. Every weekend there are 4 live games.
Okay.
So every weekend you have 4 live games, 2 on Sundays, 2 on Mondays. I'm saying there are 7 games every week, and we ensure that 4 of the 7 is live.
Yeah.
No, the other 3 that is not live, the clubs have an opportunity to actually record those games.
Yeah.
They cannot stream it live because of our broadcasting rules. Right? So again, I'm diving deeper into the business of this thing. Most people don't understand the business of it. Right? So once you're able to record those games, if you're Waterhouse and your game is not being shown, you are able to record the games, and after a certain time, which is 48 hours, you are able to post those games on your website, on your channel, on whatever it is, so that people can watch it on demand.
Our next question.
Hold on. You have to know that you understand what he just said.
I understand.
Okay, all right.
Understand. Our next question though, what this season, I don't know, I'm not speaking for myself, but a lot of people, they're optimistic. They can't wait for the start of this JPL season. What makes the fans feel this way? You could see it from the Boom El Clasico, from the return to the final with Cavaliers and Mount Pleasant, that everybody wants to see this Premier League start. What caused that?
We're building the football industry. That's what we're doing. That's what is causing that. People are seeing success stories come from it. Trevante Stewart, I can give you one example of why people are looking forward to it. His last game on local soil was the JPL final. His next game professionally was in Italy. Dreams are literally made in spaces like these, and we're giving people opportunities for that. If we truly believe it, if the work is being put in. So again, a lot of people look at what is being done, probably some pouring cold water on it, complaining bitterly. But the opportunities that are here is, I will tell you, greater than any time before. If you are a football player now, your chances of advancing professionally is way better now than it was 20 years ago.
Yeah. I see someone here from St. Martin, Fabi Frano, trying to get even some players from St. Martin to play in the league out here. He's asking, he says, while my place St. Martin can't see it because those apps are not in our region. So you don't have seen TV either?
No, come to YouTube.
Or YouTube, go on YouTube, yes.
YouTube is global. Again, like I said,
if you do, well, he's on YouTube right now.
It may not be live, but again, you can catch it delayed. And we do that. We do that in order to support Charlotte Soccer Academy, in order to support, Liverpool Football Club, in order to support those things. We do that without even knowing it. When the push notifications, when we go on these websites and, we're sharing the content and we're doing, the reviews and watching back the goals, and that's another way of supporting. When we go out and buy the jerseys before the season starts, when we talk about it on our programs, that's another way of supporting. So we have to get involved, because if you don't, then we're just consistently going to be looking at the league and saying, why can't it be? Now, I can tell you, there's way more international players coming into the league than before as well, because they see the JPL as their launching pad to go, further. So, when you look at Mount Pleasant, you have a number of Trinidadians, you have a number of, Guyanese, you have people from Dominic.
St. Lucia.
You know, so you find that people see this in. By the way, JPL by far, Jamaica Premier League is the #1 league in the Caribbean region. #1, hands down. Say that without fear or fail.
Yeah. And I believe by January you'll have some Grenadans in the league as well. The president of the FA was. Yeah, man, we're hearing you. Are you hearing us?
Yeah, man, you hear me?
Yeah, man, we are hearing you.
Right. So I'm saying, you know, without a shadow of a doubt, we keep building. But again, you're not going to get every single thing all at once. You have to build the structure solid enough from ground. And then as we keep going, you know, we keep improving. There are different levels to it. I mean, we can talk for days about the levels that we know possibly exist and where we can go with it.
Yeah. What I want to ask is that because I know that Mr. Williams, Chris, has always advocated to get the league down to 10. It was moved to 14, but here it is that there has been a decision to relegate 4 teams, which I think it's good in 2 ways for you, right? It comes back down to a more.
Sorry, there has been a decision to relegate 4 teams.
Well, I hear that. Let me say this. It is.
Don't go out and spread propaganda. You know.
There you go. Let me rephrase. Right. So it is being rumored that 4 teams will be relegated, and at least some teams believe, because when I was speaking to the Limal representatives, they say they want to finish mid-table because 4 teams would be relegated. I know Mr. Williams wanted to go to 10 teams, right? I know that has been his desire, which I think is way more feasible. So I think this is good in 2 ways. 1, it brings down the number to the more reasonable number. And 2, the fact that if it comes through where 4 teams, I think it's going to make the league even way more competitive, top to bottom, than it was in the previous year. So what I want to find out from you is if you're all in for that, 4 teams going up, so the team would go back to 12 instead of having 14 teams for a more sustainable league.
All right, so let me start by debunking that 4-team demotion.
Okay.
So you heard it here first. 2 teams. No, I'm telling you, 2 teams will be relegated, 2 teams promoted.
Okay.
Right? So that's the first thing. And that's in the rules and the regulations. Right?
Okay.
The other side of the question that you would have asked, what is the most ideal circumstance? We are saying from an economic perspective, when you look at it financially, it makes sense for less teams, and then you have an elite level league that is running. It also means that if you have less teams at the elite level, then the financial resources that are in the league itself will be circulated amongst less. So 1 into 14, or 14 into 100 is different from 10 into 100. And essentially that's what we're saying. For you to get to this level, there are some minimum standards that you need to have. Financially, you need to have a certain level. Infrastructurally, you need to have a certain level. Technically, you need to have a certain level. Because if we keep asking for greater standards, then be sure once you start implementing those standards, then it will automatically eliminate some other teams. So if you don't, so for example, in Limal case, Limal doesn't have a strong home venue because of its newness.
Yeah.
Where in the world, an elite level team is not necessarily directing traffic at its own venue, home venue.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. I have Mr. Paul Christie from Mount Pleasant trying to get on, so let me see if I can get him on as well.
Yeah,
but
the point I'm making.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Very big point.
The point I'm making is that in order for us to grow, we have to do it sustainably. We're not ostracizing or eliminating anybody, but at the same time, we are raising the standards. And some people will have to, grab them kicking and screaming. Others, it will take a longer while. Some are way more advanced. If we are to work with the more advanced clubs, we probably only will have like a 6-team league.
Yeah, but again, part of the idea of the 14 is now you have tapped into a new market in Treasure Beach down there. So there are which I think is they seem from just by appearance that they have a good structure in place. Once they have the quality and the field to have a sustainable team over a period of time in the league.
So the numbers is not the biggest issue in it.
Issue.
You think
There you
about,
go.
what if we have 14 Mount Pleasants? Would we be complaining? I don't think we'll be complaining.
Yeah.
The realities are we just don't have 14 Mount Pleasants. We don't have 14 Treasure Beaches. We don't have 14 Arnett Gardens. We have different clubs at different cycles, different parts of their own growth cycle. And we have to keep building and growing, but at the same time, doing it in a manner that is global. We understand. We see the numbers daily. It's tough managing a league with 14. So, like I said, the approach is always how can we keep growing, but at the same time, grow at a rate that is sustainable.
Yeah. No, Treasure Beach is not the Marlies. The Marlies is Falmouth United. All right. So, we also have Mr. Paul Christie who's trying to join us by phone, but they talk to us about the team apparel. In terms of I see a company name here. I don't know if this is the actual like jerseys for the team, or these are the jerseys that people can actually purchase.
Yeah, man. So again, this is not the landing page. This was a document that was created.
Oh, it is not where people can go and buy.
No, this is not the landing page. This is a document that was created for an internal purpose, for use, for people to understand. Right?
All right,
but again,
let me stop sharing it. Let me stop.
No, man, no. You can share it. You can share it because again, we will definitely, for everything official, there is an official page. Everything Jamaica Premier. Everything Jamaica Premier League will be on our website, will be on our official pages. And again, I know everybody wants to be a journalist. Everybody wants to break stories and news. I am here to tell you that if you don't hear it from the Jamaica Premier League, don't take it as official. Right?
There you go.
So essentially, this dossier was created for the internal stakeholders to understand. So when you look at the dossier, you're seeing home kits, away kits for the teams. So Arnett will be playing in candy stripe. Their goalkeeper will be orange. And this is how the back will look. The away gear is white. So when they're playing against Mount Pleasant, depending on which color Mount Pleasant is playing in, whether it be they're the home team or the away team, you are very much aware of it.
Yeah, but we don't want to share that then, man, because what the people are asking about is where they can actually buy.
Yeah, man, we will show you. And again, like I said, ensure that you go on our landing page, ensure that you go on our website. You will get the information.
Okay.
You will get the information. It is going to be very clear. It's going to be in our tags. So that once you hit that, you are able to get it drop shipped. I can tell you right offhand, jerseys are going to be $49.99. So you can purchase, and the quality of the jersey is very good. I mean, let me show you an example. Just to show you.
Make sure the Mount Pleasant one,
This is Portmore United.
I have one of those,
A Portmore that.
This is Portmore, that's United. Portmore. Yeah, I think
my people say Portmore and support them.
I have one of those.
I'm showing you. I'm showing you what it looks like. You know what I mean?
My people say Portmore inside, coming this Sunday.
Well, I'm a Portmore. I'm born and grew in Portmore, but since it's Portmore, them complaining about. Look at this.
That's a humble lion.
Two-sided carrying out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm just showing you that, we have the gears. I mean, everybody will be kitted out. Don't worry. You'll get your chance. And we have 8 months worth of purchasing. So don't feel like you're going to rush out now and ask for these things, but still don't support, Yeah. Make sure that you really support. Make sure that you hit the link and you purchase. and you will get it delivered at your doorstep.
And that's on the JPL website.
Yeah, man, our JPL website.
Okay.
You will have it, and it will be tagged in our social media pages, our handles, etc. Trust me, you will not complain about not knowing about the information. The information will be there for you to get access to it. So you see, immediately you have information that is even internal information, which is good, because what we want to do is for you to see what you're going to be purchasing, because those are the gears that you actually will be purchasing. And by extension, different clubs have different merchandise outside of replica apparel that they'll be selling. So I know that Treasure Beach has its camouflage hats. They have, horns. They have stickers. They have bottle openers. They have different things. They have their own merch shop that will be integrated into our own pages. But I'm saying, if you are a true supporter and you really want to do it, you will have more than enough chance and access to do it.
No, man. Yeah. Some person asking if it is just. Yeah, I think some of the clubs will sell. Like, I know Mount Pleasant normally have T-shirts separate from the. Yeah.
So again, just to give clarity to those who are listening.
Yeah.
This is called a replica T-shirt. This is a replica shirt, right? Now you have fan apparel, which is like a T-shirt differently.
Right.
That can be worn and it would be branded. But if you want the actual jersey, that will be on the site. And if you want individual merchandise, you will have those at the retail shops at the different club venues.
All right. I'm going to try and get Mr. Chrissy. Unseen, go ahead and ask a question, because Mr. Chrissy was trying to get on the program. So, yeah, go ahead, Unseen.
Okay, Sir Il, question. What's the plan with using the bloggers such as myself, Unseen Sports, Man is Man, Military Gona, in terms of promoting the JPL? Because I've been doing, going to games and promoting this, not for money, but because of the love and trying to build our brand of football and stuff. So I just want to know the plan, where you integrate us into the whole thing. You understand? So someone feel like we're a villain trying to thief some contents or something like that.
Well, the fact that you see me sitting here with you guys for more than an hour just before the start of the league shows how important you guys are. Don't take it lightly, because it's not that I don't have anything else to do right now. But again, I see this as priority. And again, it's more of these opportunities. You guys have access to the games, whichever games you want. You'll be, provided with updated information in real time, not just on a hearsay basis or, through the grapevine. You'll get it, sourced. And then, there are opportunities for advertising and promotion from different corporate sponsors, etc. So we know that the underground media is as strong as the traditional media. That's not beyond me. Again, I keep saying one of the strengths of the Jamaica Premier League, PFJL by extension, is, I think, having me and the team on board, because we are growing the brands in such a way that it is better off than it was when we stepped in.
We have Mr. Paul Christie from Mount Pleasant on the line, defending champion, winner of $1 million in preseason, they're just winning money after money after money on top of the monies that they have. Mr. Christie, Mr. Owen Hill here, and Java and Parchment from Unseen Sports TV, and many fans listening. How are you doing, sir?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure. One thing I can tell you, we are just trying to improve the product as we know it, and there's still a lot of work to be done, and we are just happy to be in a privileged position that we can actually make meaningful and impactful changes to the product.
Yeah, man. All right, let me just get to a couple of things quickly. I mean, how prepared are you for Sunday? I know you have games today, I think, and tomorrow in terms of schoolboy games, and then 2 games on Sunday. I mean, what is the readiness of the venue like come Sunday for that big doubleheader, Limal versus Mobile United at 1:15, and high-flying defending champion Mount Pleasant versus the Portmore United, the home of Owen Hill. I mean, already is Draxall, already is the Mount Pleasant.
Well, the pitch itself is constantly improving. We are constantly doing upgrading work on the pitch. The lights won't be ready till maybe another 5-6 weeks for night games. So we are in. We'll be playing a couple of our early fixtures, maybe for October and November. But come December, we'll be shifting to the night fixtures. As it relates to the readiness of the team, we constantly trust the technical expertise of Mr. Theodore Whitmore and his assistant, Mr. Davian Ferguson, and they have given us even more reason to continue trusting their judgment and their way of playing the game, and be 100% behind that team, and we do the best, give the best preparation that we can within reason, and live with the results. So we should be okay on Sunday.
Okay, I realize, you're one of the teams that you have published your squad already. For those who have not seen, you have Tafari Chambers, Shaquan Davis, Daniel Russell, Jamai Topi, Kimani Campbell, Shaquille Dyer, Malachi Sterling, Melvin Duxley from St. Lucia, Suley McCullough, O'Dane Murray, Fitzroy Cummins, one of the new signings, Ladale Ritchie, Demario Phillips, Demari Deacon, one of the new signings, Romario Guthrie, new signing, Jamarly Bennett, Ramon Howell, new signing, Damani Miller, I think that's a new player as well. Leonard.
No. That Damani Miller would have been playing from last season.
From the academy?
Yes.
All right. Leonardo Rankin, Kaylee Already Trini, Shandy James, Nathaniel James, and next Trini, Davante Campbell. Chad James is a new signing as well.
Yes, he's from FC Barcelona.
Right. He was at the under 20. Right. Yes. Dwight Merrick, Troy Jules, a new signing from Antigua and Barbuda.
Yes, he represents Dominica.
Right. Kimoni Bailey, Atafari Bygrave, Marlon Allen, a new signing. Akwasa Chang, a new signing.
Yes,
yeah, that is your squad. That is a squad and a half, as some would say. So how confident are you about this squad helping to repeat or to defend your title? I notice I don't see Gawain Austin.
Gawain Austin is just a mistake. He is definitely 100% a part of the squad. It's a typical error, and we accept that. But he is definitely 100% a part of the squad.
And any other mistake? Anybody else left off accidentally?
No.
Okay. All right.
What is the case with that player from JC who went to Mount Pleasant, transfer from Mullines to Mount Pleasant?
Oh, he's not in Jamaica. I think he's overseas at college.
He's overseas at college. You're talking about Mr. Aldridge.
Yes.
Yes. We thank him for his service. However, he and his family would have made a decision to pursue a tertiary education, and we support him 100%. He's still a Mount Pleasant player, and that's what we do at Mount Pleasant. Whatever your decision is, we back you 100%, as long as it enhance and improve the whole being.
Okay. All right. Now, I have Mr. Owen Hill here, and I finally gotten a link for those persons who have been asking for the online link. All right, you can't place it out right now, but listen, just looking at this site, you want to get a jersey. They're pretty. I'm not telling you like people, watch out. Oh my God. Look at these jersey, people. You need to get one from every team. I'm telling you.
By the way, I'm telling you that you get first preference, you see how quick you get it, quick and fast.
People, I see them jersey are pretty. I'm telling you. Yeah, Mr. Chris, last year Mount Pleasant jersey ran out like time as soon
That
as
won't happen this year. That won't happen this year. We have had 3,000 jerseys for the part of Clinton, and it's on ship coming in. And as soon as it's here, then Clinton will be painted blue, fully blue.
3,000.
And that's just our first.
Yeah.
No, Center now go fully blue, you know, can we have lime on, you know.
Okay.
Mr. Unseen, just me. The people of Clinton have backed us, and we will be repaying them. They have committed to continue to back us, and we will give them entertaining football and give them a reason to continue to back us.
Listen,
hold on, Unseen, because I need Mr. Hill, because you see these, honestly, like I've gone on the EPL website. I must say that just looking at these jerseys right now, I would buy one of every single jersey that I am seeing. Look at this. Look at this one, man. They're really, really looking good. So talk to us about this. Remind the fans again. So this is, if they go to the JPL site, they cannot get them now.
Right. So the reason why they can't get them now is because we have not activated Go Live as yet. And the reason why we have not gone live, again, is because we want to make sure that once you click the button, you're able to purchase and it goes directly to your home. We're not about hanky-pankies. We want to promote the thing properly. So as we speak, we're currently doing some finalizing back-end work. And we'll be launching pretty soon, like in less than 24 hours, I can tell you that much. But I showed you that to show you that work is being done, you know, and if you truly want to purchase, then you'll have access. You know, you will not be short on getting gears, etc. And this is just one of the landing pages that you're looking at, you know, Arnett Gardens, Treasure Beach, Lime Hall, Veer, Humble Line, every one of them, both home and away.
Some persons are already asking for the link. Can I drop that so they can find it?
No, if you want, but they will not be able to purchase today. But the point is, we'll be doing it in a more structured, streamlined way, because again, we want everybody to feel comfortable and have access to what they're getting. And remember, you know, the prices are unbeatable. Nowhere in the world you can get the quality shirt if you truly want to support for this kind of price.
Yeah. All right. Unseen, you're going to ask something then, because then I want to ask Mr. Christie about Draxall on Sunday. What can the fans expect? Mount Pleasant always putting on a show on top of the show on the field. You know, so what can the fans expect when they come to Draxall on Sunday? What arrangements are going to be made in terms of parking? Because based on what I saw in the preseason, this is not going to be a bumper to bump. Crowd. This will be more than that, right?
Well, at Jackson, with ourselves, the parish, the football association, we have had meetings after meetings with a view of expanding the parking, and that has been done already. So we have pitch around the side, we have open area around the side, and but you know, the fans, they would rather to park at the front. So I would have tried to guide them as to where they should park, so that we have an ease of transition going to and from the game.
Yeah. All right. Unseen, you wanted to ask something. Go ahead. I don't know if it was.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
No, man, Mr. Unseen, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, you see, you were saying no. You were saying something earlier, but it would have worked best if they said at the same time after they said. Understand me? I said.
No, man, say it again. Come back to it, man. I'm right here, though.
So you were saying that you know, Senton will play with your jersey, most of Senton, and I'm saying that Limal is there. No, worse if Limal beat Limal.
Hold on. I am here to represent Blue Blood. Mount Pleasant only. I cannot give the speak. What are the arrangements for any other club? I am speaking of the fans of Senton who showed us that they are 100% behind Mount Pleasant, and that from that aspect, I'm telling you that they came out and support us, and we'll always support them.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Mr. Hill, I mean, how important it is that you also have two of your clubs in the semifinals, which means that one of them will be in the finals of the club championship, either Cavaliers or Harborview. Ideally, would have preferred if they were on opposite brackets and probably will both advance to the final. How important is that? And then for the next edition, you have a club like Mount Pleasant that by winning the league, they will be participating in the next edition of that. How important is that to the brand and the league itself to have the clubs advancing to the final at least and two in the semifinals?
It's extremely important because what it speaks to is the quality of the league that we have here locally. And that's the first point that I'll make. Again, hands down, the Jamaican Premier League is the best league in the Caribbean region. None rivals what we have on show. So it's proven, two of our teams are etched in the semifinals. And we actually had a team that was there competing, Dunby Holding earlier. So again, I'm certain that every team in the league is looking to consistently get back to that space because it's a new and improved competition. What is on offer financially for the clubs who are advancing is great. And then the exposure that it gives to both the clubs, the players, and the league, I think that part is invaluable. That is where the real, opportunities lie because the players get a chance to play top quality football across the Caribbean. And then now as they advance, they will be playing against the stronger opponents in the Liga MXs and the MLS teams who are in the Caribbean club championship. So the point I'm making is that, every club should be aspiring to be a part of these CONCACAF design tournaments. And it helps to boost the infrastructure and the technicalities of the clubs because at every level the requirements get even stronger. So if you think that the JPL is stringent on certain requirements for you to be playing in CONCACAF, it requires you to even be stronger.
Yeah. And Michelle, all the teams have a sponsor on the front of their jerseys this season.
All the teams are expected to have a sponsor on the front of their jersey. Okay. The ones that you are not seeing a sponsor on the front of their jersey is because I have not gotten a written contract and I only operate from written contracts.
Okay. And then all of them will have the Ray and nephew at the back.
Yeah, man.
Of the shirt.
So again, placements. This is a professional organization. I'm telling you this. It's not a backyard party shop. So how we operate, everything is done systematically, and it can be proven that it's measured against the global standards. So the top back of the shirt is selected for the title partners. The front of the shirt is for the club partners. And then there are some league partners that we have that is standard across all jerseys.
Okay, so that also means that if the team want to put a name of, because for persons in the diaspora, not like for persons like me who probably know all the players. Names at the name end of the shirt.
No. So again, let me show you a physical shirt to show you what we've done. So again, because we're not totally where we want to be from every level, club and otherwise, we don't have a squad for all the teams when the jerseys are being manufactured.
Okay.
So the jerseys are manufactured outside of Jamaica, and there's a process that we have to go through. It requires no less than 7 weeks worth of production time. Yeah, it's not. This is not overnight. This is 14 teams times 2 jerseys, etc. So I can give you all the backstory, but the point I'm making is we were very careful in crafting how the jerseys are designed. So a spot is available at the top of the shirt that will facilitate a club who wants to put their player's name in the back of the shirt.
That will be below the
There you go.
sponsors
There you go.
and above the number.
There you go.
Yeah, awesome.
There you go. The truth is, some clubs don't have a full squad with assigned numbers. So the guy who wears number 9 this week may not be the guy who wears number 9 next week. But we want to improve on that, right? Quite frankly, I can tell you that some clubs are way ahead than others. So some clubs will have their shirts with names in the back, while some clubs may just not have it by virtue of the nuance that exists within the spaces.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Mr. Christie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Where is Mount Pleasant on that? Do you have a full compliments and looking to put the names of your team, names of your players on the back of the jerseys?
Yes, that will be done. That will be done. I can guarantee you for this Sunday. However, our trip to Treasure Beach, all our numbers, we're racing against the clock to get it in for Sunday. However, for Treasure Beach game, it will definitely be 100%. All players have their name assigned. Because all the players in our club are assigned a number already. They're all assigned with their individual number.
Okay, wonderful. So tell the people, like, what is the cost for entry to the venue at Draxall on Sunday to see both games, people? This is to see both games. And what other prizes and surprises they can expect, because I know Mount Pleasant always have things to give away, and it is the first game of the week. So what can the fans expect, and what is the cost to get into the venue?
Well, it's a minimal $1,000 for a double that. Nowhere else in the Caribbean you'll get a treat like that. That is a fact. And there are a lot of surprises which I based on the fact that we are working in tandem with our website and our social media manager. I'm not at liberty to disclose all the surprises there. So visit the website, visit the Instagram page, and you'll see all the activities that are happening and that are forecast for Sunday.
All right, wonderful. All right, Mr. Hill, listen, is there anything else you want to say to the sponsors? We have had you way past your time, you understand me, and I know you're a busy man, and there's a lot of demand on your time as we come close to this. So I'll allow you to say your final piece, and then I'll go back to Mr. Christie, and then we can continue after you guys are gone. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So I'm just telling you, come out and support. However you are choosing to support, ensure that you support, For us to build local football, then, all the clubs require support. And I keep saying, in order to build the industry itself, there are different ways that you can support. So first, come to the games. Every game, you have an opportunity to actually show your support. Some games are $1,000, you get a double header. The single one sometimes is a $500. Pretty much a drop in the bucket relative to any other entertainment component that exists in our country, and you get top quality entertainment through football. Buy the merch as a form of support. So over 8 months, you can, save up your little pennies. If you feel like, all right, this is too expensive for you now, but buy the merch, because every shirt that you purchase is in aid of some kind of development for the club. Watch it on television, because that's also important. When the television numbers go up, then chances are they will have an opportunity to actually consistently show the broadcast. Nobody pays for anything that nobody watches. So you have to watch it on the TV. Keep sharing and streaming and those kinds of things. There's also an opportunity to bet on the games. So you can bet internationally on the games. And every time you bet, the people who host the betting sites, they will have to give us a percentage of the bets. So again, that's another opportunity to do so. Invest in a club, whether it be your own personal resources or your time. Sometimes, you can go back and support. Unseen Sports can be the local television partner, streaming service for Tivoli Gardens or for Lime Hall. Mount Pleasant already has this cadre of, social media and digital media partners. You can now be that guy on the other end. Give credit to that, because those are ways that you really can support. And then, ensure that you support the partner brands. So the partner brands who are supporting us, you need to support them. Every time they get revenues, they're able to share the revenues with us, because they will have more to, divide. And I'll just say, look forward to a successful season. It's going to be epic. I think the players are ready. I think the fans are ready. I'm looking forward to what the season has to offer.
Wonderful. I see someone asking, can teams get sponsors outside of those who are not affiliated with the league and have their logos on the jerseys? I think all the logos on the jerseys are...
Sure, teams can get their individual sponsors. There are other opportunities. So again, you may not get center of shirt placement, but there are different ways that you can support. So if you are a entity that wants to be a part of a team, that wants to support in any way, shape, or form, it doesn't even have to be cash. You may have products that the team need. And it's important for you to understand that, meals. You can be the meal sponsor for a team. Every single week, the team needs meals. So you can decide that, all right, I'm going to budget, 100,000 every month, and this should be able to take care of some meals, and you become a sponsor. There are different ways that you can jump in, and you have to look at it as, value added, and you will get good mileage from the product. So, I'll say that, as a last bit, to know that if we don't support what we have, then nobody will support it.
There you go. Listen, thank you so much for dedicating. And again, it just points to how important this league is to you, that you would, on a busy Friday, you take an hour and odd out of your time. You're also on.
My boss calling me, asking me for some deliverables.
All right, so go on, listen. So go on, do that, man. Really appreciate you coming on, and at least once a month we need you to have you on to come and talk to the fans about what is going on in the league. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of the day.
Yeah, man, thank you for having me, and then thank you, Unseen, for being a part of the program. Give thanks.
Yeah, man. All right, there you go, people. Mr. Owen Hill. Mr. Christie, I want to give you your last bit. Anything you want to say in closing? To encourage the Mount Pleasant fans, the fans of football across Jamaica as it relates to the game coming up on the season. What can the fans expect this season from the high-flying Mount Pleasant? Haven't lost a game I can't remember the last time I see Mount Pleasant lose a game in Jamaica.
Well, at Mount Pleasant, we're not taking you're as good as your last result. So we're not taking the fact that we are on a good run now for granted. We are still trying to improve, trying to get better, trying to give the fan more a better experience at Mount Pleasant. We are trying to improve the squad. We listen to the fans. We try to incorporate them in our decision-making process, and we just want to play good football. And as Mr. Let me use the opportunity to salute the Mr. Owen Hill and his team. They are working tirelessly. Now they actually understand when I said that my phone is on until 2 a.m. because I can't get them until that time as well, because they are constantly working to improve the product. So as they alluded to earlier on about the CONCACAF and Caribbean football, it is real. It actually is real. It's not like you're just showing up. There's real money out there for you to get each stage you advance past, then you have a different amount of money to collect. So it's making the Caribbean football more attractive, not at Champions League level as yet. However, clubs can really and truly aspire to be profitable by being in this competition, because there is real money out there to acquire. Yeah, so it's good days in football. If you ask me, these are the best days of football. And it's still getting better. CONCACAF is actually partnering with the clubs now. So the product can actually improve in addition to player sales. Yeah. So I'm filled with optimism going forward where the product is concerned. The product is improving. And that's all we want. That let me sleep very good at night time to know that we are not in a circle. We are actually in an upward trajectory as it relates to improvement of the product. So that it will not take overnight, but over time it will happen. It is happening in front of our eyes as we speak. And that warms my heart. Well, that warms my heart to know that the product is actually improving.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, listen, man. Again, I want to personally thank you. You understand me? For coming on. Looking forward to the season. I will be there on Sunday. And man, definitely all the best to all the best to all the best to you and your Mount Pleasant team this season. And I'm looking forward to a successful season as well. And I must say that I'm very impressed with the collection of players that you have. I think it's a very good bunch, and I have high expectations.
Well, before I respond, let me use this opportunity to thank the people of Fred for standing by us, even in the off season. We have 100% support, and we are just trying to improve and pay them for them. We pay them for the confidence that they have bestowed upon us. And on Sunday, we face a former champion in Portmore United. Far from fear them, but guess what? We still respect them a lot, being a former champion and the technical staff over there. So we know what to expect over there, and we are preparing. And I think it's a good season opener. Come out early because in addition to the traditional St. Anne Mount Pleasant fans, you might be running into some Limehouse fans. That's one venue. So I would implore for you to come out early to get your preferred seat because it's going to be a party environment in St. Anne. And we try to aim to create an event whenever Mount Pleasant is in town.
All right, Mr. Christie. Yeah, man. So thank you so much. Again, as usual, I appreciate you making time to come on to the show. Looking forward to more discussions. You have yourself a wonderful rest of the day. And all the best to Mount Pleasant.
Thanks as usual for having me, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. So there you go, people. Mr. Paul Christie of Mount Pleasant. Unseen.
Yes, one is one.
Yeah, man. What are your thoughts on the season, man? Talk to the people.
One is man. I'm optimistic. I'm worked up. I want to see what JPL offering this season. A lot of players from different parts of the world join the JPL, so it's going to be interesting. We have a lot of work to do, man. We have some little surprises where we have to fix up our thing and our production as well. You understand me? And change it up and put it out there for the people and to come out and help to build the JPL football. I'm telling you, it is going to be a big one. Most of these teams have something to offer. They have somebody who is dangerous on their team that can come up with something at any given time. You understand me? So it's going to be a competitive one. I'm looking at Portmore last year. They started to play quality football at the end of the season. They won the link up, and Mr. Williams is working hard with them. So Sunday going to be a good game. Defensive team you know, versus a team that can keep the ball a lot. One is one. So, you know, I'm
Go ahead
looking
and
for
see. I come in.
yeah. So one thing though I can say is Martin Davis at Portmore. I know they lost. The Lamar Walker is not there. Martin Davis, I don't know. I think so, but Martin Davis was training with Sammy. They had a lot of work with Sammy. So maybe he's at Portmore, I don't know. Let us see though. As Portmore don't push out them squad. I think these clubs should start to use the social media and some of these things that we are keeping a secret. We should, you know, that is one of some of the reasons why the fans are not really out and about, you know, talking about JPL every day, like when you talk about a English Premier League or a different. Understand me? Um, the clubs have a responsibility, I think, to push out their roster, man. Come on, man. It's so difficult to get somebody, you know, difficult to talk to a player from some of these clubs. You understand? We're supposed to pass that day and age right now. Yeah, Waterhouse feel look good, Rob Smith. Man, I tell you, look good. The only problem,
Yeah. Go ahead,
the
man.
problem we have man is that where they're going to train. They're going to train on it and then play on it.
Well, where have they been training? Because it looked that good, and they have been training.
Yeah.
So maybe they have found a solution to that problem. But listen, Unseen, you know, we kind of covered the JPL. We spoke to several of the coaches.
Doing the prediction.
No, we're not going to do any prediction for that this show. Tomorrow we'll do the prediction of the game because it's closer. Because we're hoping to get some more coaches on tomorrow. We're going to do a show tomorrow, and sing. But I want to talk to you because there's this debate with the girls team and Xavier Gilbert and Pay and all of those things. I did promise Mr. United that once we have covered the JPL, he could call in. So Mr. United, if you're listening, you're free to call in, you know, because I like when people call in, express themselves, ask their questions. And like I was saying earlier, when we have discussions, we need to put aside how we are feeling emotionally and begin to think and act rationally and logically. All right. And you and I don't, Unseen, you can tell him, Unseen and I disagree on many things, but we still respect each other.
Right.
So,
That's the key, respect.
and he's very adapt. When he believes certain things, he sticks to it and he's not going to change. But that don't stop us from communicating and being respectful.
Moving on.
And he doesn't have to join my side to be my friend. Because I don't want friends, I don't want people around me that if I don't join them in what they are believing, then it means something is wrong with me. So, what is your position with what is happening, with given what you have heard and probably what you know with the girls?
I think the girls, you know, they had a wonderful stint with the previous coach and the relationship was built. They played, you know, so when you have a change like that, it really kind of take a toll on players. You know, sometimes players don't really want to play for you and stuff. And then, you know, every other's problem come into play as well, man. Like if you're not paying, if you owe me money and stuff like that. So it's just a human nature. This is just an act of human nature, I think, from the girls, not want to come and play. At this moment of time, it look away still, changing the coach. You know, it look like they having election coming up. So it look away, you know. But we can be out on the outside speculating, and we don't know the real truth about it. That's why sometimes I don't really like to talk unless we get facts. You understand the man? But the fact is that, you know, the girls need to get their compensation for playing for the national team.
All right, so here's my position. Here's my position. My thing is this: people supposed to get paid, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with people getting paid. People supposed to get paid. So, should our players not play any football if they are owed? Because there is a balance that must be struck. Some people are saying that FIFA need to ban Jamaica, right? 2 cycles, which would be, say, an amount of 10 years. I want to know, is that the solution? Is that the solution? Because at the end of the day, unseen, it comes down to money. Do we have enough money? Do we have enough money to do all that needs to be done financially for our teams? Right? That's number one. 2, should the fact that there's an election, they not change the coach because they want to win an election if they believe that is the right thing to do? Or you make the change regardless and you suffer the consequences, even if it means losing the election. All right? Now, the other question is, the coach has also come out and said that he's not supporting the other candidate. So, would the other people keep the coach? Like, there are so many things that we don't know. All right?
Yeah.
So one, for the people who are saying that Jamaica should be banned from football by FIFA, I want you to come and tell me, all right, how that is going to help solve the problem. For the person who are saying, if people don't get paid, they should not play, I want you to tell me that means that both the male and the female team should stop playing football and we don't have any football, if that would be. So give me some clear, don't just tell me the problem, but give me some clear pathways for the football. So Mr. United, anybody who can reach out to Mr. United, please do so. All right, I'm going to play this clip as well from the show, the explosion. All right, so listen.
Representatives of the reggae girls stars who can't talk like big people in the box. Why you can't talk like big people in the JPL box?
But we set up a meeting this morning and none of them turn up.
Why? Why? Why them need to carry them liar like? Why?
Of course they can carry them liar. We're not talking.
Why the JFF can't sit down and talk about the nation's football?
But we want to talk. Stop your foolishness now. We want to talk. They don't want to talk. Them have, again, one person, right?
They don't want to talk to you.
They don't want to talk to nobody.
Is there anybody in the federation that they feel comfortable sitting and talking?
I don't know.
Would they talk to the president?
All I know is the oral. There's somebody in charge.
Yes.
It means to say,
yes.
If you decide to you're in an organization, so you can resign and say you're not playing, that's fine, you know. But if you decide to you want to represent the country, there's somebody in charge to put their democratic.
Legitimately,
legitimately. And if they want to remove the person, just run an election and remove them. But until that happens,
yes,
the people in charge.
Yes,
that's
sir.
how the world goes.
And I'm have to respect that. I agree with you. I agree about that, sir. But let me ask you this one, though, Speedy, because we're hearing rumors and reading reports about the situation with the coach. I heard that you were trying to get the woman that the unnamed female coach that you mentioned. You couldn't afford the fee when them asked for. You go to this Morgan chopper, we know what happened. And now we reach one as Xavier Gilbert. You want to clarify that?
No.
Clarify the sequence.
No, hold on. Our search narrowed down to 4 coaches.
Yeah.
People are only telling you about the 2 where them want to talk about. But our search narrowed down to 4, and we have agreement with all 4 that they would take the job. But they couldn't come for the October window.
Right.
So now we're talking about.
But you might jump on a plane and fly over Israel right there.
But the 2 where them want to talk about. But our search narrowed down to 4, and we have agreement with all 4 that they would take the job. But they couldn't come for the October window.
All right, so that's one. Let me play the next one.
But you might jump on a plane and fly over Israel.
Is this the same one?
You've been hearing the noise in the market, man, no doubt. Lots of noise in the market.
And that's why I mean, understand how you not call me long time to clear up some of the fool nine in the market.
All right. The girls and the bonus from the World Cup, that is the main one. Everybody latching on to know. What is happening? Why don't get the girls them their money?
So first of all, they have paid their bonus, but there was a problem why it was delayed. Let me explain.
They have been paid?
Yes. Now they have been paid.
Today? Like today? yesterday. Okay. Yesterday to today. Okay. But there's a problem because the contract that we had said that all the persons who participated in the qualifiers should take part in the bonus, not just the persons who play in the World Cup. Also, it's a bigger pool. Yes. So we had a problem getting the list. Ooh. We tried to meet with the girls to decide how we share the money, because that part was quiet to say how the money should be shared between each person. There was also a 24th person who went to the World Cup, did all the training, went to Amsterdam. She not get the 60,000 FIFA pay, because FIFA paid 23 person. So we thought that she should get probably a piece of that. She made the squad. She was. Jamaica carried an extra person. Yeah, 24, fourth person. But she was there in all the camps. Right. Go to the World Cup. She was at the World Cup, everything. Right. So we thought it's a little bit. All she got was per diem, while everybody else get them 50,000 and get them match fees and all that. So we were saying, well, this girl probably should get a piece. So we wanted to discuss it with the girls. Them just not discuss it none at all. So yesterday we make a decision. You mean they're not? You can't have a discussion with them. No, they don't want to. They don't have a representative or a leader that you liaise with. So let me explain. So we have a contract with them, and the contract says if there is a dispute, one person from Europe, one from America, and one who domicile in Jamaica. Designated people. Yes, must meet with the JFF. Right. People from the JFF to sort out any issues. Right. Them throw the part of the contract. That's what they throw the part what they don't want and take the part where they want. So them not talk to you really? Them not talk to you guys really? No, them make one person right, which is illegal. That's not correct.
All right. So people, you hear what go on. Right there, sir. All right. You hear that? Let me take this one. I'm getting some messages here. Come into your soldier. I want to play this. All right. They should. All right. So based on what I am hearing, and people, this is what I've just heard, that all the girls have now been paid all their monies. The last thing I saw something saying that some time ago, the girls had gone to South Korea, or to play a game, and they are now saying that they want that money now. Right? So this thing is, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know where to begin. All I know is that, listen, as a country, I think every time we take some steps forward, we take a million backwards. That's me. And this is my opinion, personally. And it is very draining. It's very, very draining, right? And then Mr. Speed, I love you come on the show, because I really love it. I love it if you talk, because I know the whole of the thing here me are getting on. I don't want misrepresent the information. So I need Mr. Speed. Yeah, you're listening? You watch the show, Let me see if I can get Mr. Speed. Because I like to ask questions so the fans can hear. Because management say me ask questions and people vex, They say they want to hear from Mr. Speed. Me call Mr. Speed and ask him question, and the people them vex with me. All right, so people, me will call him again. The people them will go vex, because as far as I'm concerned, I should not ask any question. I should not try to find out anything, because that is wrong to do. Don't find out nothing. All right, but me will call him. So hold on, people. Big boss won't go on a voicemail. Them thing in ordinary. Mr. Speed. Hey, somebody in a Mr. Speed office will watch the show. Link him then. Tell him some management man want talk to him right now. I need to talk to Mr. Speed. Who is this? Right here, so what go on? How go on right here, so man? Hey, listen. So here's how my thing works. People, you see, even on channels, I don't have fight, I don't have quarrel, I don't have debate people. No come on my channel and do it. All right. Do not Ishmael, right? You cannot Ishmael. I think that Ishmael, whatever fight you have anywhere else, whatever issue you have, please do not come on my channel with them thing there. You understand me? Please, no, we can't. We are big people, brother. We are big people. Me no know, but me try to keep me thing a particular way. I respect every person. Me not engage some people because me not deal with the. Me not in this to compete. So let us at least have one of the platforms where we deal with each other respectfully. At least one. Let's at least one of the platform, at least one, stay clear of them thing there. All right? Respect. Ishmael, you know me respect you. As a subscriber to the thing, and I know you, so please. All right? People, it's Super Friday. So we need some super stickers and super chat. So make them happen. All right. So here's what I want. You see what Mr. Speed did? You see what Mr. Speed did? This morning on the sports explosion should have been done last week. Too reactive. And I'm going to say this to the leadership of our football. I'm saying this to the Jamaica Football Federation. Persons at the helm. Listen to me. Whatever issues, listen to management carefully. Whatever issues you're having with the girls, resolve it. Number one. Number two, if you know that you have similar issues with the male team, resolve it. And here's what you do. You see the next, so pay everybody that they're supposed to pay as much as you can. Hold on the people. Let me see if we can get Mr. Speed. Let me see if we can send a text. Because this is a very important point I'm bring. Right? So, I would say, make sure that this don't happen. Problem has a way of following problems. Problems attract problems. All right? So the next time, you see, once you pay them, you know what your match fees are. You know what your per diem supposed to be. You see the next set of fixtures you have. You sit down and you record the conversation. This me would I do. This would I do. Would I record the conversation and say, listen, here is our books. Yes, we get money from FIFA. and the money is supposed to pay our staff. We don't have no control because we are under restrictive financing by FIFA. So we don't have no money. When we play this game, we will get $10. When we pay for the flight, when we pay for this, we now have no money left. So we cannot pay you. Do you want to play? Them say yes, you make them play. Them say no, you don't make them play. And you record that. If them say no, you come out publicly and you explain and you show the people them the same thing. If them say yes, you come out. Here's what. Everything what you do, you make sure you show your books and then you come out, come say them now pay unless them have money. Nobody can blame you if you do that, you know. And then you use what you have. Do not promise people and then don't pay them. Better you under promise and over deliver than you over promise and under deliver. All right? That's a management suggestion. So every time when you come on to Jamaican people, I saw it operate. Me face that with that in a team. I saw when you run team at Jamaica, and it's a part of our culture. That is, it spill over into other things. If $10 come in, the man who's supposed to get $1 million believe that you get wallop. So you have to be now transparent. All right. So you have to be transparent because remember, you have to come out and tell the people them that it is FIFA who pay the administrative functions of the federation. That's when I've come out and tell them, you know. So when somebody say, for example, how them get paid first? How the accountant get paid? How the marketing person get paid? You have to come and tell them that. And the money will win competition pay your administrative staff. The money that pays the administrative staff is not money that the JFF generate. It's the money that come down in the FIFA disbursement for administration. So it is not the federation that is finding money to pay the receptionist. It is FIFA that pays those bills. And you have to come tell the people them that, so that the people them don't believe, say, you are take the money where the reggae boys win and pay your accountant and pay your secretary and pay that. You have to do that. So when them win the money now, if them win $10, you show them, say, listen, the flight, that's how we do corner league. Make we run it like a corner league. We keep on saying, let's run it like with the corner league idea. Simple. Yo, if we win the corner league, we'll get $100. Me go put up the $7,000 for the entry fee that will cover transportation, accommodation, and all of that. So here's what. So when we done that, $3,000 left. So everybody, the 10 of you can get $300 each. Simple as that. And who can't take it gone? Simply, you know. And if you do that, you're all right. What that may mean, you know, is that we may fall in the ranking, but it better you be transparent and be 100 in the ranking than be this way high up the ranking and think, make the fans them cuss you because the team can't play good because we don't have good players. Then you now pay players. So if it were me, would have find the players who are willing to pay for the money when we can afford. And even if me not winning, at least people can say, well, I'm being transparent and honest, and me pay the people them. That's what you have to do. And maybe it means that the footballer will suffer in terms of the results. So you find a coaching staff who probably, if $100 you get, they're willing to take $1 each. But don't put your basket where it can't reach. You understand me? All right. I see Soldier calling, so let me just call back Soldier. People, come on, man. You know, say that big up to MDM Mbappe for the super sticker, you know. People are super Friday, you know. Drop a super sticker and a super chat, please. Please and thanks. Please and thanks. All right, Soldier, they're on the next call. Soldier try call me. So that's my position because we can't have everything the way we want it, you know. And what we want is that players, because some players want 5,000 and plus bonuses per game. And you know, make that. So you have to go find players who need less money and tell the people them that. So that is what I would do. That is one of the problems people have with me because them think like, I'm going to talk but you have to do that. You have to put the information out there. Listen, the players that said the players that them want $5,000 per game or $2,000 per game or $1,000, right? Based on what we're going to get from the game, we can't afford that. So we can't use them. So that is how we have to operate. But at some time, and this is why me I go big up some people now. Some man I go bonfire upon me. But you know, man is man of business. Because man is man speak truth. I'm going to tell you this. You know, you like Andre Blake. Now, I don't know if him listen to the program still. But anybody know him can send him this. And Damian Lowe, because nobody not perfect, you know. Kevin Lambert, we can call him. Adrian Mariappa. Bobby Reed. Leon Bailey. And we can go on. Shamar Nicholson. I can go on and 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 call name. Right? Corey Burke. They have had their challenges with the federation. And since I've been around them, here is what they have decided. They have all decided that, listen, we're just going to focus on representing Jamaica. You see, at some point, JFFA transparent, make people begin to think, okay, you know what? Forget about this. Let's represent Jamaica. My one challenge to our sports people is to remember this. Let me say this. It is to remember this. That when I represent the J3A, when I represent the JOA, when I represent JNA, when I represent JFF. You see, when we touch the track, the court, the field, we are represent every Jamaican, rich and poor, educated, uneducated, home and abroad. And at some point, I think we have to stop and say, I'm going to do this for my people. And let my people defend me. May I tell you? That's what I did, you know. Because if me did focus on the JFF as an organization, I would have stopped everything football and I help nobody with nothing. I care about me and my family and my kids them alone. And a business, I won't even go out and match. Because sometimes it's not worth it, the kind of heat out there. You think me go and match because yo, are some great footballer player, yo, me I tell you the vibes nice, no? Environment are nice. Me not want to bring my sons. But I go there because guess what? Me I do it for the club where me I support in our community when I go out there. You see, at some point, people have to make up their mind, say, listen, there's a bigger cause that we need to fight for and work for and represent. Yeah. You see me? That's me. At some point, you have to get beyond that. Because one thing I know, and people can believe what they believe, and what I want people to tell me, like these things I've been asking for so long, and nobody can answer me, you know. Nobody can answer me because all them people, a lot of people, me then in football, I'm in sports. Look at the success of our track and field. And me no athlete right now, we are struggling to live in a Jamaica who run an Olympics. Multiple athletes. And I don't waste money. So I don't want people to tell me that if other people in charge, more money will be pumped into it. Ain't no money from Jamaicans are going to be pumped into sports. No fool on yourself. The kind of money for run successful programs will not be given by the business entity in Jamaica. And anyone who will believe that and live in a dreamland. So here's what I know. Me know this, that as long as we are here, there will never be enough money to pay our athletes what they are worth. Never. So if I'm in charge, here's the thing. Me, I make them know that. We can't pay on for one word. But this is what we can do. Are you okay with it? And if them say no, then fine. You find other people. And if them accept it, you give them it when them supposed to get it. You see, if me did help the football become more money, I'm going to tell you again. All right, normally, so sometimes, honestly, me try not to respond to certain comments, but sometimes you have to take it. All right, so let me ask you this, Young Kings Entertainment, because I don't know you. So, do they trust the people at the J3s? Let me ask you that. All right, no. All right, me now go to the J3s. Do the people of Jamaica trust Jamaica Netball Association leadership? Do they trust the Jamaica Cricket Association? Or Swim Jamaica? Or JABA? Tell me a leader in sports in Jamaica that the people trust and pump money into. Here's the question, and this is a question for you, Young Kings. We can have a conversation. Seeing that you have a lot to say, so let's have a conversation and reason it out. Tell me a sporting entity in Jamaica that is trusted by corporate Jamaica. Tell me one. Sure improvement. Bless up yourself, beautiful lady. Big up the beautiful Trini. Hear me, Joy. Bless up yourself. Yeah. Somebody said the Jamaica racehorsing, whatever. But remember, racehorsing don't really compete for Jamaica in anything. A horse racing. There's no like horse racing Olympics and stuff like that. So we can't use that. That's just a betting and gambling entity. So that's different. So I'm waiting on Young King still. I'd love to get a response because what's going to happen now, is that he's not going to answer me, and then by tonight or tomorrow, you hear me naming or something, so me diss people and me ask idiot question and me a fool. Right? You see the simple question me ask people. I don't say I disagree with them. All right. So here's finally I get an answer. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It says none at this time, to be honest, because of the type of individuals running these entities. So what Young King is saying to me is that including netball that we have been successful at, right? Including squash, tennis, table tennis, cricket, football, track and field. There's no honest person running any of these organizations in all of Jamaica, and that is why corporate Jamaica. All right, that is your answer. I get you. All right, we have Peter online. Peter, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks, man. Greetings to you and everybody. Sometimes I'm wondering if you're missing the nail, they say you hit the nail on the head. I'm wondering if you're missing it because I believe that this is more than about being paid, I think it's more than that when it comes to the girls.
Okay.
I believe that this has more to do with not the non-rehiring of Lauren.
Okay.
You can tell me if I'm going off track because I think you're alluding to the girls not wanting to turn up for the game, right? That's what you're alluding to in all of this.
Yeah, no, well, that's part of it. And according to the clip that I played, they were paid yesterday or something. I don't know what amount. Like, because I don't have all the facts. I
Right.
was trying to get Mr. Speed because I hate how this YouTube thing is run. Somebody go and take
Yeah.
1 second of what I said and create an entire dialogue somewhere else. Right?
Yeah, man.
So I didn't listen to everything. I
Yeah.
didn't hear anything that Mr. Speed said. But from what I heard, from what he said on the Oral Tracer show this morning, they were paid all of their bonuses and match fees. So everything that they were supposed to get from the World Cup, all of them have received that. I also heard
Yeah.
that there's a coach, a female coach, who she was calculating the amounts wrong. But when based on the calculations, she has received all that she's supposed to get. So none of the coaches are the players are owed any money from that. They may be owed money from before or for other things. That is my thing.
Right.
All right. Now, so if it is then that the girl says, okay, we did not want Lauren to go. All right. Should the football operate like that? We want Vin to go, he should go. We want Lauren to stay, he should stay. So is that how we are going to allow the football to be run? That is my question. That if a person, if the administration, if the leader says, listen, we think this is a good person, but the relationship between us is not working out, and we are his bosses, and we have to relieve him. And then the staff says, well, if he goes, we're not going to represent. Get him. What would be the sense of you leading?
Correct. Yeah. And that's where I was going ahead with this conversation, because at the end of the day, regardless of how we view the JFF is still the governing body for football in Jamaica. They have a right to hire and fire. And so the girls, while I am proud of them and their achievement, I am very disappointed in them as well. Because just like you said earlier about, alluding to some of the Reggae Boys players, at the end of the day, it's a country that's going to be suffering. I said this one time about the JFF, that the JFF don't own the football. They govern it. The football belongs to us, the fans, and belongs to the country. The same thing I want to say to the girls. You don't own the football. You don't own the Reggae girls. You're part of the team, but the Reggae girls belong to Jamaica. And it belongs to the fan. And in the long run, that's who you're hurting. And so I believe that the girls, and I'm going to say this without reservation, them too petty and them cantankerous, brethren. When I listened to that program this morning, as well, and Mr. Speed says several times they try to meet with them, they don't want to even meet. How do you get anything resolved when people don't even want to talk, to sit down around a table and have a discussion? It can't resolve anything. This relationship between the JFF and the Reggae girls cannot get better, and it's not only because of the JFF. In fact, to me, it looked more like the bigger problem why it won't resolve is the girls.
And I like
yeah, go ahead.
I like what Drew said. Drew said if the girls are supposed to get paid, they should be paid on time. And but I cannot agree with this nonsense of them picking the coach. Should they have some influence in that say? Right? They shouldn't. They should, but not pick. So they can have suggestions, but we cannot run the football where the players pick who coach them and who don't coach them.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
But concerning their pay, concerning their pay, they should. Somebody saying that I am wrong because Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant hired and fired people. Okay. All right. Well, I don't agree with you, Eagle Republic, because this is not an NBA franchise. This is a national team. Getting Kobe Bryant, and I've never heard the NBA players. Look at the coaches who normally coach some of those NBA teams. Even if it's not Phil Jackson, all of those people go and select that. So, go ahead.
But when you look at it too, even it is so ridiculous because the JFF has not even installed a new coach yet. So it's not like, all right, are you so beholden to this man, Lon Donaldson, that nobody else can coach his team? Really? Is that what it comes down to? The reggae girls? I'm asking this question to the girls. Are you so beholden? Listen, I went to that great institution on North Street, where Lon Donaldson was my hero. I like the man, but he made some bad decisions, and I'm not talking about footballing decisions. I'm talking about coming out to the public media and saying certain things. And no employer is going to continue to. I work for a company, and if I go in front of media tomorrow and start to some bad things, and I've worked for this company for 20-something years, I'm gone. You just don't do that. And it's not everything I'm happy with, right? But Lon is also wrong, the girls wrong, Lon wrong, the JFF. But if we can't even bring them around the table like Mr. Speed said to have a conversation, then nothing is going to get resolved, and the JFF cannot allow the girls to hold them hostage. They have to move on with the country's football, with or without these current players.
Yeah.
And I cannot blame the JFF in this one.
Yeah.
And that's my piece.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. I see someone saying that. Say hypothetically, Bolt was to turn the next JFF president, there would be much more support because of his influence. You really think so? Bolt don't you think Bolt want to have anything to do with Jamaica? You really think Usain Bolt, who they robbed $6 billion? Some of us, like, we have short-term memory or something. But you think Bolt won't have anything to do with Jamaica? To give his time to Jamaica after what they did to him?
A coach always say, and I'm sure you hear it from a coach too, always say the game bigger than you, So no matter how much of a star you are, the game is bigger than you. The country is bigger than you. And I think the girls are just, they're very petty and them cantankerous, and they're also arrogant. And this cannot continue. There's no way that this can continue. And so while I don't agree with a lot of things that I feel like JFF should have sit down with Lon and try to even hire him for these few games and do something. However, Lon was wrong, like I said. And you just can't continue like that. So the JFF has to govern the football and do what is best in the best interest of the country, because they cannot continue to have the girls hold them hostage. So the girls, they didn't even wait to see who the new coach will be. I mean, come on, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It really is.
All
on
right.
their part.
Yeah, man.
Come on, respect.
Yeah, man. Really appreciate your call. Really appreciate your call. All right. Yeah. Peter, as usual, and your perspective. Yeah, man. Blessings. All right, so people, you are free. You are free to call in and give your thoughts. Everyone has a right to their opinion. But I can tell you this. That, and this is what Peter is saying. I am in total agreement that people are supposed to get their money. I don't believe that you should, and that when I remember when with the whole Vin Blaine situation, I did not like it. And I said at the time that it's a very bad precedent. Right? It's a very bad precedent. You cannot have, I think, brain drain. I remember brain drain and Cranky, and a lot of people beat Cranky that day. Why I said that you can't have the patients run the asylum. I think that was the term that Cranky used. I'm sorry that he's not able to come on, but to not even call in. But I remember the day when he said that a lot of people were giving him a lot of flack with the whole Vin Blaine. While I can understand them saying, listen, he's not the best coach, they cannot be the people who select the coach, hire the coach, and fire the coach. The football can't work like that. So they're supposed to get their money. They're supposed to get their money when they play. All right? Right? So I am past that. But if you get your money and then you are going to not play because of the coach, that I have an issue with. Please do not walk away from here and tell people that management, I said the girl enough to get them money. I'm past that. I say it again. If I were the president of the JFF, I would show the people, the players, say, listen, we only have $10. We only have $10. And from this $10, here is what we can afford to do. Do you want to play or not? Because I promise you these people. Let me give you an example. Our Ministry of Sport, and this is a big, big deal in Jamaica, $150,000 a month to each Premier League club. 150. That's one player's salary at Mount Pleasant. That's one player's salary at Mount Pleasant. And we are very grateful for the input of the government. People, Jamaica don't have people who give into sports. You probably have 10 companies that pump major monies in it. I'm telling you. Yeah. All right, so with the work Donaldson done, the recruitment for another coach should only be level up, not down. Who is the next coach? Young Kings, because Xavier Gilbert is the interim. I think the thing said that the new coaches, the 4 candidates, all said that they would not be available for the October window, but will be available in November. So Xavier Gilbert, big up yourself. He's not the long-term coach. He's just an interim. It's just for the how many games. That's it. Remember, I said on my thing that I would have given Lauren Donaldson a contract renewal with certain terms. So interim coach mean that he won't be there beyond these 2 games. I think we know that. Or we don't. And people, we act like this is only happening in Jamaica, Spain, France, England, Nigeria, Colombia. Right? Oh, Lika. Oh boy. People, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. That's what they said. Tigat is about to make an entrance. So please, Cranky, if you can, I'd love for you to call in. I know you're at work, but if you can call in and give me your thoughts on this, as Tigat joins the show. People, come on, people, man, people look so. Hit the like button, man. Oh, jeez. Now, you don't want to hit down each other and don't want to hit the like button. I don't understand what I'm going. Hit the like button, man. Subscribe and share. Tigat, good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Look, I'm Ado now. Go on, good. Good afternoon.
Yeah, man. Talk to me. What is your take on this?
What is my take? When them say, oh, what about love we when they plan to deceive? Remember that?
First, me, I get the one day,
Yeah, first I get the one day. All right. The JFF seems like they doesn't have nothing in place. They knew that they wasn't going to rehire Lauren Donaldson a long time ago. This wasn't just come out yesterday or tomorrow. Things should have been in place. From the contract is not renewed, a coach should step in. They shouldn't have Coach Gilbert as an interim. They should have a coach stepping in right away. You understand? Mr. Chung came on public ear, said every money owed up to the girls will be paid. I'm surprised to hear that some money is being still owed to the girls. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable management. Anyway, take it. They came and make a public on TVJ and they make all the claims that all the money owed up to the girl is going to be paid. It's going to be paid. Mr. Chunk is on public national TV. He say every money I go pay. So it's a prize to hear that the girl is still being owed money. It's a prize to know that they're having Coach Gilbert as an interim coach for 2 games.
So number one, so you say that they should have been interviewing a coach while they were at the World Cup?
Yes, they should have been interviewing a coach at the World Cup.
T-God. Me know
what do you mean?
T-God.
Yeah.
T-God, me know you're wiser than that, you know.
No, but management. You know.
T-God.
Management.
All right, just calm down and think about it.
Yeah.
So you're saying that while you have a coach at the World Cup,
right,
you should interview other coaches.
Of course. Nothing wrong with interviewing other coaches. Nothing wrong with interviewing other coaches.
All right, boss. All right, fine, cool. That is your person.
Management.
So all right.
Interviewing coaches don't mean that they're going to get the job.
And if I'm the coach at the World Cup,
yes,
right? And you are interviewing coaches, and I'm at the World Cup, what do you think is going to happen with me?
But management, it was public knowledge.
No.
Lauren Donald's contract renewed. Lauren Donald even said in an interview that after the World Cup, his contract won't be renewed. But he said he has 2 more games to play, so I think they're going to let me play the game. He said it.
T-God. Don't pop a cataract for me.
No, man, I'm not pop a cataract. But I'm just saying what he said.
T-God, I can't allow you to tell a story from Lauren Donaldson that did not go so. At no point did Lauren Donaldson said that his contract is not going to be renewed. He did not say that, T-God.
Management. Never go find it.
He didn't say that, T-God.
Management. He said he doesn't show if he had a contract after the war. I'm talking about the World Cup.
Okay, he said I am not sure if I will have a contract.
Right.
Because the contract was going to he did not say that he didn't say that his contract is not going to be renewed. He said he's not sure if he's going to because he had a contract renewed. So he didn't know the negotiation.
And then he that was the World Cup. And then he said afterwards, 2 games are coming up, so I am sure that I'm going to play. I'm going to play on to the end of September. That's what he said.
So he didn't say
he was. But management, he was.
But the contract.
Management. But I know that you tried to.
No.
Management, hold on, management.
No, man, you slow down.
All right.
I am going to listen to you. What I am saying to you is that we can extrapolate, we can take things away from what he said. What we cannot say is that he said it. That's all I'm saying to you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But management, we can say for sure. All right, we can say for sure that he knew that the JFF was going to do something and they were up to something. I'm saying you forget about London. I'm going to the JFF now. I'm talking on the JFF side.
Yeah.
If the JFF was planning not to renew his contract, right? They should be interviewing other coaches. God, they're the one know that if they're going to fire my key.
T-God, you can't do that, T-God. You can't have a contract, T-God. How are you going to have a contract with a person? And you have a contract negotiation, you may plan and not thing there, and not renewing the contract, right? And T-God, and you are going to be interviewing persons while he's at that important tournament.
But Manning's man, you think that if they're going to interview coaches, right? Say they're going to interview coaches, you think they're going to make it a public known that I'm interviewing 10 coaches
But
for non-dynasty job?
I'm glad. But Tigat, you are here saying that you
Yeah.
knew what they were going to do in terms of the contract. So why you
Right.
think people? Hold on now. Why you think people would not know that they are interviewing other coaches? If you could know, according to you, you knew long before. That
No, I never said I knew long before. The
What
signs
did-
were there.
No.
The signs were there. That you was going to get
Tigat, you never said.
Manning's man between me and you
Tigat,
and the
never
whole
said that.
Jamaica.
Tigat, you never
We
said that
all-
10 years still, but you can
The
change.
signs were there. Yeah, signs of the times were pointing there. Manning's man. The signs of the times were pointing there.
But can you appreciate, Tiga? It would not be healthy if it is released or exposed that they are interviewing other coaches while he's at the World Cup.
But hold on, no? Manning's man. It was
Because it's the same thing. Hold on, Tiga, because it's the same thing people are saying. You know what people are saying to management? Management should not get the job. The job should have been posted and people apply for it. So people are saying that the people should not interview people like that. They should put the job out there and in the newspapers or whatever for people to apply. So
But
they have
Manning's
to
man.
put it out there.
But Manning's man.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to bring it to remembrance. Remember that time I was on your program
Yeah.
with me, you, and Mr. Speed, and
Yeah.
we were talking about the same situation. And Mr. Speed said to me that I asked the question if they are interviewing coach, and he said he get application almost every day.
Mhm.
Remember that conversation? Find the tape. Remember Speed said to me, sir, he get application
But getting an
for that
application,
position.
yeah, but getting an application, T-Gat, is different from having an
No,
interview.
but I'm saying that what, if you get
T-Gat,
application.
T-Gat, you know that there are people, hold on, T-Gat. You know that right now in the company that you work, people are probably applying for the position.
I understand, but I'm saying to you, but listen to me, man. Follow my reasoning. If you're coming to make that statement that you're getting application every day, you and I know that you're not going to renew Mr. Dallas' contract at the end of his term. Why didn't you have a set of interviewers ready of the contract? How long now? Since
But T-Gat, didn't they say they have interviewed and they have narrowed it down to 4 people and one of the Morgan person had an investigation going, so that eliminated him, right? Something happened to one of the other candidates. The other 2 said that they would not be available. That's why I'm trying to get Mr. Spinner, because I like to get clarity on these things. But
yeah, you better get clarity.
My big issue is this though, T-Gat. Here's my big, all right? Fine, the girls should get their money. Should the girls be part of the decision making of who gets fired as coach and who gets hired as a coach?
All right. Only girls should be involved in the hiring process and stuff like that. Is the captain. I don't think
so when Jamaica is hiring a new football coach, they should ask them.
No, they should ask her, what do they think? What's their opinion? Because they know that the coach have to gain respect. You have to have the respect of the coach. You don't have this Iceland coach having all these accolades and stuff like that and whatever. And it would be a good fit for the team. What do you think? Because remember, if they get somebody.
So you go to Damian Lowe and Andre Blake and said, you know that I think Unseen would be a good coach for the team. You know that he's the best coach you have available to you.
The last one.
Yeah, and you want to hire him. You go to them and say, hey, this is the man we want to hire. And they say, no, we don't want him. What do?
Repeat that question again.
So you want to hire a new coach for the senior reggae boys team?
Yes.
You interview Unseen and you look at his work at Charlie Mount and you say, no man, this man has has what it takes, and this is the man we want to hire for the job, right? The contract looks good. You see his success. He's a prep school coach and he came through the ranks. He has a D license and all of that. You go to the players and the players say, well, I mean, we don't really like this coach, Do you hire the coach or do you fire the coach and then find the next one?
If you go to the senior player, say you go to Andre Blake.
You go to the captain.
Andre Blake. Hold on. Because remember, say the players them have to go play for the coach, you know. And them are going to play for the, and them are the one can sabotage the coach, and them are the one cannot sabotage the coach.
Why the coach can't come in and go and find players that want to play for him?
Oh, well, well, if you're going to restructure the program and do all everything about the program, then fine.
I don't.
The JFF willing. No, if the JFF willing to get rid of that,
you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
That, let me give you a different example.
Go ahead.
Pep Guardiola says, "Listen, I want to coach Jamaica. I interview him. I can afford to pay him." And then my captain says, "Listen, me don't want to play for Pep, you know, because them and they want me control ball run at the back and as a goalkeeper, me not in that." You are saying that because that player is going to be playing for Pep, I should not hire Pep.
No, hold on. No. But you bring a nice example. There's a lot of coach. People get, and certain people, they're not captain, you know, but certain players don't agree with the coach. You know what they do with the players? They get rid of the player.
But that me I tell you so why I can't.
Right. But the majority, if you get like senior players, and the senior players fight and say, yo,
I'm losing
coach. Hold on now. Let me give you an example.
So you have a 23-man squad. You have a 23-man squad. Pep says, I'm leaving City and coming to Jamaica in January.
Yeah.
22 of the man, your present reggae boy squad say, them not play for Pep because them man in them heap a tiki-taki thing there.
Right.
Are you going to not hire Pep?
No, I'm not hiring.
Why?
It's 22 of my major players. All right. Example you give. If Liam Bailey, Damara Gray, Ethan Pino, Gray, and Michael, and Mikel Antonio, you understand? All of these, my past players, when we play football, put above the rest, say them now go play for Pep. You know, why would I hire Pep? And my past ballers are not going to play for them.
All right. So hold on. Your female team say, listen, we don't want Mason Greenwood pay for Jamaica. What are you going to do?
Mason Green, they don't want Mason Green. The female team said they don't want Mason Green. Why?
Why? Because of what happened, and they said they're not going to play for Jamaica if he represents Jamaica.
No, but and then they're bringing a record. Say, listen to me. What you're saying is not. Hold on. I will bring it to. You see, management. You're drafting. You're trying to compare apples with pear and peaches with oranges. I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to tell you that Marlon King play for Jamaica. Jamie play for Jamaica. Frank Sinclair play for Jamaica. And all these players had records.
Did we have? Hold on, couple of things.
Did we have a Reggae Girls teams? Yes.
Hold on, T-Gat. Nobody be so quick for answer. Number one, T-Gat. The Reggae Girls team that we had that time was not at the place where this team was at. Number one. They didn't have so much influential players. Number two. Eagle Republic is saying, if the girl wields so much power, this is all I'm asking what the fans are asking you.
Yeah.
It wonders if they would also block the addition of Mason Greenwood.
No, they can't do that.
Because if you're saying a coach like Pep could be blocked by the team, right? No. You're saying that a coach cannot come in and say, listen, you don't want to play for me, fine. I'm going to get rid of you. I've seen big international teams, including France, get rid of big players. Germany.
Well, bring the girls team. All right.
But nothing on both sides. Hold on. What
is
No.
So is the girls going to play boys?
What did Spain do? Didn't Spain send a team of 20 new players?
Yeah, but I'm saying that you're talking about Pep Green and stuff. That is totally different. A totally different stuff with that. Mannings, man.
No?
A totally different.
Okay.
That different.
What is different?
Yeah, that different. You understand? That is different. But when I say the JFF dropped the ball again, big time.
No, T-Gat, I am not talking. Listen, the JFF dropped the ball. I believe and I'll say it again, people pay the people their money. I do not believe players have a right to dictate who coach them at the national level. I do not agree with that. I agree that they must be paid when they play. I do not agree that the players must influence who coach a team and who don't coach a team. I do not agree with that. Because if me have a coach and a coach I'm a friend, and in other words, you're saying that the players, if the players in the Reggae Boys team said, we want Theodore Whitmore, the GFF should not hire Hal Grimson because the players feel better playing for Whitmore over Hal Grimson. If the players said, listen, a long time we know Marion Garden, so let him be our coach. We don't want no other coach from overseas. We should stick to that. I do not believe that players should have that power. I don't believe so. I think the coach should be given leverage to work with players and find players that are willing to play for him. But when players play, they must get their pay, and that is two different things.
Yeah, but Mannings, man, trust me. Anyway, so all right, so Mannings, man,
yeah,
if the players are saying that they're not gonna show up, this is what I'm hearing. Because I get something, I get a little note. You understand? Say the players are not gonna show up, and the reason why they're not gonna show up because they're owed money, right? They're not gonna show up because they own money. Can you blame the players for not showing up if they owe the money?
No, I'm not blame. I never blame the players for that. I keep on saying the players are supposed to be paid. What I'm saying is that we need, and I think someone said to me that I need a player to come out. So like what the GFF is, and this is one of the problems I have with the players. The players who are making these positions, they are not, watch me, they are not coming out to talk. I want one of them to come out and talk and say, listen, I can, and be public and put your thing. Here's what I love. When the boys were having this issue, you know that Damian Lowe spoke publicly about it. I need a player to come and talk. And I can give them my platform to talk. I don't have to ask them questions. They can just come and talk. I can let Cranky or Andre talk to them. Or they can go on one of the other platforms. But I think they also need to come out and talk because all of these things are pointed back to them.
I don't know what to say, but I think that the JFF has put themselves in a really bad situation. You understand? As I said before, you and I were saying agreeing the same thing that, and where I was saying to Speed that they should have keep Donaldson with some stipulation in his contract. You understand? They find him and stuff like that. But
Issa Allen, hold on. Issa Allen is saying that the girls wrote a letter. Issa Allen, all right. Can I get the? I'd love to get the letter.
The thing what I get, I think it's a letter. Well, let me see if I can read it. Because the thing I get, I think it's a letter.
Send it to me, Teaser. This is why I need one of the girls to talk. I need them to talk to somebody. Talk to Crystal. Somebody's a Crystal. Talk to Crystal as well. Send a letter to me.
All right. What it said to me, this is not a letter. This was it come from, it said breaking. Several members of the World Cup squad have indicated they are not available for the Panama and Guatemala games. In a letter to the JFF, the players cited outstanding fee and coach uncertainty as their reason. JFF said it will release the squad soon. A full story on TV.
The point I'm trying to make
sooner
is that
later.
when Issa Allen is saying to me that the girls wrote a letter.
Yeah, it's in a letter. I don't know if he's saying that. It's in a letter.
What I am saying is that I said I want the girls to come and speak on a platform, TVJ, whatever. He sent to me the girls wrote a letter. The letter is not for the public.
Yeah.
There's no letter given publicly outlining their position. That's what I'm saying.
On their position, right.
So it's saying that outstanding funds. And I'm saying this is why they need to come out because Mr. Speed was on a program this morning saying that they were paid all their money between yesterday and up to today.
Right.
So, the coaching uncertainty, is it that it is because Xavier Gilbert is the interim and they're saying that they don't want him to be the interim Are they saying that
Or
hold on, are they saying that they want to know who the new coach is going to be before they
right.
say, are they saying that?
I would
Are they
speculate that too.
are they saying that we want back Lauren Donaldson? What is the answer? That's all I'm asking. I'm not trying to accuse anybody. What is the uncertainty? Is it that they don't want Xavier Gilbert? Is it that they want back Lauren Donaldson? Or is it that they want to know who the coach is going to be in November before they play? What is it?
Yeah, that's crazy. That is
You see me? So that is where my thing is my thing is at.
man is man. You know when we feel like something was going to happen when Matthews retired from football. That is when I feel like something was up. You understand? That is when I feel like
How
something
old
was
is
up, and I
Matthews do?
felt like
How old is Matthews? And she
I think
didn't
she's like
age.
she's in her 20s.
Really? 20 what?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And didn't she have a baby recently?
Yeah,
So you don't think that she
it
probably
play up.
can
No, I just think it's all of just sudden. You understand? You understand? I don't know, but
so
that was just my
a 29
feeling
year old
on opinion.
with a baby wasn't a regular starter in the team. You think
That's where you're going. That's where you're putting
no,
out
no, I'm just saying that
that.
I just don't think her
Mhm.
retirement has anything to do with who the coach is going to be for Jamaica. I just think that I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't think her retirement has anything to do with the coach of being who is going to be the coach of Jamaica. I don't know who the coach is, so I'm going to resign from football. I don't think so. That's me.
Okay. Well, that's true, and my thinking is that yeah, something is going down. You understand? From you fire Lauren Donaldson, something is going down. So yeah, that was my initial thinking, and then I hear of this, like, letting me think more deeper in the situation.
See, a man who know saying that it has nothing to do with that. That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't speculate, man.
Well, anyone can say
See,
anything.
next one, she has 3 kids. 3 kids. 3 kids she has.
Yeah, but she had 3 kids and playing.
Huh?
She had 3 kids and playing. It's not like she just a baby.
But this is it. She wanted to play in the World Cup, so now that she has achieved that.
But this is a
T got
all
you
right,
don't
man. It's
know
man.
what
As
all
I
I'm
said,
saying. T got you speculating, and I'm saying
yeah.
that.
As I said, it was. I said, man, is man. I was. You see, from then they didn't renew Lauren Donaldson. From the nature of the girl play with the Vin Blaine situation coming up, and they did not renew Donaldson's contract. I'm just looking for a domino effect. You understand? I would not. Not nobody. Things okay, and it's gone. For instance, what happened in the work and everything was saying,
Well, and
and
let me
what the
ask you
girls were
It's
saying and
Allen.
stuff like that.
Well, and let me call. So, it's Allen. Call in, it's Allen. Yes, I have a lot of questions for the girl. 2 questions. All I want is some clarity because Speed came out and refute what they said. I tried calling Speed and I did not get through. And I'm saying that somebody needs to talk to the girls to hear from them what is going on. What kind of a question? That's all I'm saying. So Isalin, call and tell me what you're talking about.
Should we call her? I mean, it's been almost 15 minutes.
Yeah. So call in and tell what you're talking about. You understand me? But we know T got you're there in the media, you can't make them a serious speculation there in the
No,
public.
hold on. I said I was looking. No, listen to me. I was looking for the domino effect.
Okay.
That's 4. Yeah, I was looking for, and I was saying, yeah, because of that.
And people, allow them right. Hey, people, let me tell you that. I am not a staff at the JFF. You understand me? No more time I got to tell you that. You understand me? I am not a staff at the JFF. I am not. So please do not put me on a staffing list. I mean, some people that talk about me, I get money, the girls forget and all of them crazy things. I don't know where people get some of them stories here from, you know. Oh my God. But listen, I hope it ends well because, you know, for me, I feel like every time I feel like we're making a step forward, we make several steps backward. You understand me?
The loan payment has no
Eagle Republic say I'm gonna write you up. Hey, T-God. Eagle Republic. Eagle Republic say I'm gonna write you up. So like you get in a trouble, you know. Go on back and
No, she
work,
was.
brother.
I'm telling you, she was fine. I know she was fine.
Hey, T-God, look like T-God to
She
make
doesn't
it.
check. No. She was fine.
People
Yeah.
look like T-God getting a trouble on the work, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I need well, man is money. I give it jersey.
Oh, T-God, the people that want never get in. People that want never get in trouble, you know, brother. I know why. I know why you get in no problems, you know. So you can say, yeah, you can say,
Tell
you know.
publicly.
So let me ask you, T-God. Suppose whatever happens, right? Whomever go
All
and
right. Have
play.
a wonderful good week. Have a wonderful good week. Yeah. Just crazy, man.
T-God, what I'm saying is that, what if whomever goes and plays in these games, right? They win the games and qualify for the Gold Cup. And you coach comes in November and
I'm going to try to you know.
yeah? T got your connection bad, man. So people, what I'm saying, because T got connection bad. If whomever goes and represent Jamaica in these games actually wins them by chance and qualifies. All right, November comes, high quality coach comes in. The players then says, okay, we are ready to play now. What should happen? Should they bring in all of those players and remove the ones who qualified, or should they keep the ones who qualified? Hey, they might think it be a problem, you know, man. Yeah, tell you, you know. Talk to me because this will end. Uh, Balakar.
Man is man.
What on the Balakar? What go on there? You know, see me here bridging Balakar.
Long time.
But you know, say Balakar, me hear you talk somewhere and you talk about Cephas. You know, say Balakar, between me and you.
I don't see.
Well,
Well, I'm
that,
man.
no, man.
I'm cut you first, sir.
But,
well, I'm cut you first, sir. Well, me tell you all the while, you know. Me talk for every program. And I know your program, my first program, I come for and talk about it. Me say, I want to know all know me no hear.
So, may you go make me say, me go say first, because you not to know
all
me.
All right. Say what you say now. Say what you
say. All right. So, the first two persons we talk about Ronaldo, Cephas, and them thing. And then we'll get the third, me and Unseen.
Yeah.
And then Military Guna, and then you.
Yeah.
Me just want to make that clear.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know you make the man feel like, say, you start call Cephas name. Unseen are the first man, you know. And you to name.
No. The first man who me here talk about Cephas, like before Cephas go here nothing. But there was Cephas in the JPL, you know, a military guna. First we start here with it.
All right. So
and then here Unseen.
I'm going to tell you the first man was Unseen. I'm going to tell you, and the midfielder you to read number 8 where used to go one of them school there, must be Magra or Charlemont. What name? Marlon, what name again?
Marlon, yeah man, the number 8 for honest.
Yeah, them two player there from long.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
from
long time.
that was
Long
from
time.
when the league was abbreviated and played up by the Captain Horace Burrell Center. Them time the military
Yes.
go and never that stream the game them yet. It is a season after that. Or late down at the season, the military go now. The streaming never start, but he used to the team at the level. Marlon Martin. Me I tell you say.
Yeah, Marlon Martin.
I tell you say. Unseen. Them time the Trevante Stewart. Now they are Mount Pleasant. Me I tell you from them time. All right. And then military guna now. And then you understand me? So me don't want the people them feel like say, I know we are talking about Cephas. Right?
No, for a long time.
Or like say management involved in a no sabotage.
No, sir. No. Never that management, but you know the issues out there, so we have to talk. When we are talk, me can wrong, me have my opinion, you have your opinion, and you understand what I say?
Yeah.
No hard feelings, but the over the what you see Antigua, you know. I always tell us, you know. We don't like when you try to move the goalpost, you know. They ask you that something, you know.
What move the goalpost?
When I said to Tiga, say, what if the girls them don't want to be a Greenwood player? But management, this female thing and this running of the football thing, they get out of hand in Jamaica. We think we all need to come together and find the best solution. And you understand what I say? That's not look good for it. It not look good for it. It not look good for the administration part. None at all.
So what you think? So we give Raymond Anderson a run.
Me not gonna say that. I don't know nothing about it. But if you can clean up the office,
okay,
just switch up some of the man them way.
If you were the president, if you're the president right now, tell me 3 key changes you'd make, who you'd take out and who you'd add. Just give me 3. Key.
I'm going to stop at this stealing on management.
Say you are the president.
I'm going to stop you right here. I don't know nothing about that. So I'm not going to put in the purse here or they put in the purse.
Right, let me
something to you now.
Let me make it easier for you. Let me make it easier for you. You are the
no, me don't want to tell me no name.
No, me not telling. All right, me not telling. But go ahead. Ask me.
All right. You have primal person.
Me? You know people that must.
Well, no man.
People that must.
No. Let's talk about. I'm saying people that know about football, and we can make some talk, like make some good advice and make some good decision. You have.
The people them not born me ball a car.
Well, yeah, man, but you have coaches this. Why they not try? Why not try to come together and try to study the administration part of football?
Then why
some younger minds tonight?
Then coach means he's a teacher by trade, so I need to go study more. You not do administration at school?
Okay, all right then. Well, management, when we are trying to say we need some younger minds tonight, team.
Then what I understand the people then. When you say no want younger minds, me and Simon decide say we are gonna help. And military gonna help. And then the same people them are cuss we, say we corrupt and a friend and crony easy man. We are part of the JFF and we go away and blah 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 and we are thief like them and all that. So when you say young people go in and cuss them. So me not understand what the people them want. What the people them want?
Not everybody. What probably the issue is, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, remember first time you come out, you put your show, and if something go wrong, you come out and talk about it. They're probably not seeing you as much as they come out and do that again.
Yeah, but Balakar, me not do as much show as me used to do because I am different. Me believe say if me they're on the team, I should not be doing any show. So when the team in a camp, me not do no show. So what you want me to do? Come
Yeah,
on.
that
Well, all right, what do people don't want me to do? Come out and say, well, let me give you my player rating. Yeah, you see, Andre Blake, him can't keep it up. If you get run out
no
of the team, you want me to come out and
man
say,
is
hey,
man.
Ethan Pinocchio, he's a defender, you know. You know that
No.
Mikel Antonio
No,
no good.
no. Listen
That's what I'm
I say.
supposed to do. That's
As
what
when
make
me
the
I tell
people.
you, say,
So that's what make the people them feel better.
No, listen up. That's why me I tell you, so when time we attack, all your shift one little bit and gone. Like, we're not saying that nothing about no player ratings.
What you
We're
want me?
talking about the administration
So one must
part.
come out and say, hey, must tell the people, you see the team right now, when the team never travel, you know, the money mafia carry, and that is me supposed to talk all of the things them.
No, all right. We just say if you come out and do it, you know. Them say them not soon or as much again. And when me I say management, if
But
you in the, if you are the manager,
Balakar,
if you are the manager for the team, right?
Balakar, let's be realistic.
I use a couple things we know to see. If you
Balakar,
come out, go push out.
Balakar. All right, watch this, right?
Yeah.
Say you are um 18, right? 18.
Yeah.
No, me don't want to use it. 18. Can I use 18? And say I talk to a girl who is 17. But you end up being a teacher at the school when you turn 20 and she in a sixth form. You don't say you probably still can't go talk to her. You can't go to be in a relationship with her. Why?
That's true. That's a conflict of interest.
Because you are a teacher at the school now. Not even lack of consulting adult, but you're a teacher at the school.
Me get what you say, man, is man. Me get what you say.
Yeah, but see, man, a bun all police, and then you go turn a police. Yeah, what you want to do?
Yeah, that's true. But man is man.
Mm-hmm.
Me can tell something to you now.
Yeah, man.
What about if you never take that job at that time and just keep on doing it do till you feel when it is right to go, you go.
All right, think about good. Here's what you need to think about now. Maybe management never take the job, you know. Maybe the team, the male team would be doing exactly what the girls team is doing. So thank God that management probably did it. Why we not hear some of them things there? Why you can't look at it that way?
We can look at that both ways.
Okay. I'll give you an next perspective. Because maybe it's a good thing that management take up the position that time, you know, because maybe the coach would get frustrated like Lauren Donaldson, say some things and do some things, and the boy them would have strike and we not have no more game and everything would have mash up. So maybe boy it's a good thing. So like management and Simon did it. I try to kind of hold the orders and I help to make the football go on truckle and things get into place.
Well, as we say, some of the time when we talk, and if we not come out and talk and we not know them things here, we can't go on the floors. You understand me? So some of the time we have to come out and talk to know certain things. So that's why, so if you understand me, I say, man,
me understand what you said. Balaka, imagine me come out and me say, all right, people, let me tell you, at this camp, you know, I made sure that this was done. You know why the boys don't have any complaint? Because I was there, you know, I did this, you know, and I made sure that this was in place and that was in place. And you know,
no.
That's a look like me, I took my one hand.
Yeah, man, because you did they more push out. So, me understand, man.
So you have to understand that not only that, Balakar. You have to let your work be seen and then be talked about. Don't talk about it so it can be seen. In other words, if I'm there for 3 months or 6 months, people should look and say, you know that we used to see all of them things there happen, a lot of stuff. But you know, since management go there and Simon go there, we don't really see them things there, no. We could go and watch it some more and see. And then I'm gonna look and say, yeah, man, it look like they might make an impact because we are say a little bit of change. It's not up to me to come out and start say, yeah, man, we did that. Yeah, man, we did that. Yeah, man, we did that. You have to let people see your work. It's just like you plant a seed in a ball of car. And you see the farmer water it, you know. And you say, what do you want to water that? There be a dirty my water. But the farmer, you know, knows him put a seed in the ground, you know. You don't know that, you know. But the next day, you see a little thing come up. You still not see it yet, you know. But the farmer knows, say, right, you know, you might have some sorrel in December, you know. And you don't know that, you know. Until you see the big sorrel plant and you say, yo, me never know see a sorrel in plant. But guess what? Him keep on doing the work. Him keep on doing the work. And every day we just keep on doing the work. And at the right time, you see a manifestation of it. But if people expect now, like management to come out and do player ratings, and me supposed to come on YouTube and tell people the intricate details and give the people them, all right,
No.
this is what they could. Me never used to do that
Alright.
before.
Yeah,
Me just said
but
today,
and
me
the
just
thing
said
is,
me just said today the JFF wrong them if you pay people when they need to when them do them work. But people don't want to
that me
hear that.
just when goes,
What people
that
want?
me just when go say
What
to
want
you.
people want? Hear me say, yo, yeah. Them, you understand me? Because if
No,
you,
no, probably, no, man.
Hmm.
Let me go say something to you now. And as when we say, you know, you're my G. Yeah, all right. You have, you go have people talk it different, right? Ryan don't talk it different. You go talk it different. Remember, you know, we all have our own personality and how we dealing with things and bringing things across.
yeah,
You understand what I say?
yes,
That
I.
not when him a bring team thing across. That no mean say him wrong, you know, or him right, you know. Him can be right and him can be wrong. But how him bring it across, I saw him do him thing. You do your thing different. The other YouTube channel them do for them thing different. You understand? What me I say? If the federation or the females or the males them money between what Tepins and them get, them supposed to pay them. And
Absolutely.
if the a spokesperson come out for the JFF and said the females them break the contract, that mean and me they play for 2 years and I sign a contract with you, you not pay me. You break the contract also.
Absolutely.
So two wrong can't make a right. All we
Absolutely.
need to do is try to fix the situation and move forward with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Balakar.
You understand? You know what you say? Fan, me know for a reason and talk about football when time certain people are on the show if you must have to show them. Yeah, we can hold a decent reasoning. You notice football can reason right when a management cause me young, you know. You understand? We can learn things when you say it to me, you know, but
Yeah, but
when we go have
here's the
the
problem.
ego this and the ego this,
Yeah,
it's not
but
gonna
here's the
work.
problem. Here's the problem. The person that you speak of has a lot of value to YouTube as well.
Yes,
He
man.
has a lot of value. So for you, he's mashing up the program. But for other
All right.
people, he provides quality.
He
And
provide
we have
jokes,
to accept that. Not because you don't
provide
like the
jokes.
person. Eh?
No. I have nothing against him, but all
None.
right. Look how you just said that. You just gonna say that, you know, say him provide quality.
Yeah. You don't believe in provide quality.
Yeah, but listen, son of the general, he provide quality. You see if him go come out and him say, look what you say it within like say three like at 35 seconds. He must say that and he must say it in a 5 minutes and then he must draw out the show go right on one different part. You
Yeah,
forget what me I say, man.
but that is his style, Balakar. Just like you said that. All right, Balakar, ask Ryan if him talk to. Anytime I talk to Ryan, ask him when last him talk to me. Say the people them who believe like me and him.
No, I know say a link. Me know say a link,
Okay,
man.
okay.
Remember saying
So
different, you know. Remember say as a youth if you wrong, if you call and say,
okay,
yo, you feel you go wrong there, so
okay, all right,
we know
all
what
right,
the man is, man.
all right. Okay, sir. So the point
Remember so now one.
the point I'm trying to make is that the people on this stuff, just like how Ryan does things a different way from management, so to Coach Minzy, so to JD, so to Simon. Simon have a different style. Simon just do him thing, theme way. And him now go come off of that.
Remember
Different way.
yes, I remember
Military Guna, they're on a different level in terms of what him provide now. Him do more videos and stuff, and him have a lot of like discussions like this. And that is his style.
In more carry game.
Yeah. So watch this now. I see him in a ball of car. You have a different. Remember one time he used to come on the program them, and as a man say, Craig Butler, you start to attack them.
Yeah, can't happen again. Cannot happen again. Never. Because guess what, man is man. Look into myself and do some little research and tap. You see, because when the videos them used to come out, I'm used to go watch them like the old videos them with the ball and I say,
Yeah.
remember do a good thing. Man is man start. You say, you know, I need to take a check and watch where they going. I'm start check and you know, if that man come for any show and I'm calling him, they go ask him some things and most cases can answer because not saying that it don't go good for the youth them. Yeah. Me no feel say that man can say nothing for me believe against still, you know, man. You have to prove yourself, you understand?
Yeah.
So the JPL show they keep today again.
JPL show, look much people come on pan JPL show. Owen Hill, Mount Pleasant, Limal, where did they?
Hold on there, man. Mr. Paul Christie, come on.
Yeah.
Mr. Paul Christie need to make me get my jersey, you know. Because for me, the final, you know. Man is man. I first I said this for the show, you know. When I got JPL final and the match done, you know. I see Mr. Christie, I go to him and say, "What go on, my general?" And he must say, "Yeah, man, everything good." I say, "A ball." I say, "Man, oh, what's the ball? Ball." I say, "I need to get the jersey, you know, my boss." And I'm saying, "All right, man, I'm going to get the jersey." But I know I'm going to get the jersey, but the overall celebration and everything, you know?
The truth is, them did run
prepare
out
for
of
the
jersey, but
JPL.
him said them have 3,000 that are on ship coming.
Yeah, man, cause Mr. Christie, me even did say to you, say, boy, it look like some striker go leave within when me did right.
You know them get a ball and them Chad James. Me I put up them squad, you know.
That are the youth from Trinidad.
No man, that is the youth who play under 20 man. Chad James man, we did their Barcelona camp. They look a speedy winger, man. We're playing at the game, man. Chad James. Him playing at the under 20 with Devante Camp. No man, him then at the under 20 camp. We play with Devante Campbell and Duncan McKenzie. You have Kobe Thomas and you have Chad James, man. You don't know the youth there.
Yeah. Or him get him to Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, man, him there Mount Pleasant too, you know.
But man, the Caribbean, you know, say Jamaica the way out because a lot of football scouts is gonna come and watch the league.
Yeah.
You understand? Yesterday goal yesterday na the Manning Cup.
Yeah, man. But the keeper not really so good still, you know, but he can kick the ball good.
Yeah, you know, really so good. But I watch the whole game. Man, he have some good catch and things he can work on, you know.
Eh? He have go check his weight. He have go check his weight, brother.
Yeah, but that's what me I say. you have read between the lines to me I say no. So you know a certain club can get him down to the weight limit and you know, got them good for that.
Yeah.
So you understand? So even that too, but when me I say my man does that me really call it out. You know I'm a but we don't like
say yeah, match Sunday. Moby and Limal, Mount Pleasant, Portmore, Draxall.
But no 100%. But now I tell you say yes. Because only part time I say yes. And it end up that we not reach. But when we other yesterday I think I did the pan show your car and ball and him. I mean I think now I say a time now for the youth to get him bust, but I think it's too late for him.
Oh, test.
Yes, man.
So you're gonna see him Sunday. You're gonna see him Sunday. I play for Limal, man.
You have a crew of them in man. A ball of them, you know.
Romario Lawrence and Mount Pleasant at dead side Sunday.
Yeah, may I tell you say you have some ball. I think around 8 of them.
And Dre anyway that said the goalkeeper because Leighton Morrison, the former goalkeeper. Cause you have a goalkeeper where named Leighton Morrison used to keep for Harbour View, you know. So we just find it strange here. The youth keep St. Jacob named Leighton Morrison. No man, me I thought the same keeper from
that's the same youth.
But Balakar
young too, man.
Balakar is a soldier try calling, you understand me? Soldier no bother with no nonsense today, no sir.
Yeah, man, if I make him call him, man, but a long time we want to test them in a week, man.
All right, well, I get to see them. Test and Ranto and Dodo and Warbus and Mani and all of them, and you understand?
Yeah, them can play, man. Them can play. They must have them out of the whole of center and
yeah.
The whole of
and see we have Mullines are going to join the link, you know.
No, man, what? Oh, Mr. Brian Mighty.
Yes.
We need to get Almighty.
You might listen to you. Talk to him, man.
We need to get a link here and we turn around.
Yeah.
Then get a ball of
Good
career.
afternoon.
No, we
Good
can't.
afternoon, Good afternoon.
Man. You're not going to
Who's
try
that?
me up on this, man.
Yeah, ball of car.
Yeah, man. Remember one time you tell me say we know to send out certain things. So, management, give me some mighty me number. Them. I need to talk to him about something. You see me?
All right.
Important.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, ball of car. All right, I'll pass on the digits to him.
Me learn a lot, you know. So,
All right, boss.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Cool. Mr. Maiten, in the capacity of the manager at Mullines, welcome to I Am Sure Sports and good afternoon. What a laugh, you're trying.
Yeah, good afternoon, man. Thanks for the invite. Good
Yeah,
afternoon,
man.
sir. Good afternoon to your guests and sorry to your listeners and those who may watch back at a later date.
Yeah, man. Talk to us. How has preparation been for your Mullines team? What has the off season been like in terms of transfers?
My name's you're breaking up. I'm going to leave the stream and rejoin because I think it's probably my end.
Okay, all right, not a problem.
So I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, all right then. All right. In the meantime, we have Soldier. Good afternoon, Soldier. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon to that. Brian, yeah, man. When I say, he have been a safety people, the girl, as you earlier on, becoming the pan road, earlier on, as I was saying, if the girl them down, then if FIFA pay the money and they don't get the money, they forget the money. And I agree with them if them want to strike, them strike. If they not get paid. If they get the money, if they don't get the money, you can't pay for something if them not get the money in their hand. But if JFF get the money, then we pay the girl then.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
management. Are you hearing me better now?
Yeah, man. Hearing you loud and clear.
Very well. So you were asking me a question? You have a call. Sorry.
The match that's
Go ahead, Soldier.
The match that playing where he says Lima playing Mobile.
Yes, 115. And
Okay.
and Mount Pleasant playing Portmore.
Okay. Well, I hope the 2 St. Anne team win.
Okay. And Mr. Price, you can reach out to them, And Mr. Price, you can reach out to him if you want to make a contribution to Mount Pleasant. To Lima.
Price. Them. All right, them. Mr. Murtagh to him, but me tell her at least I show this. Me not go say certain thing, but we say good luck. I want them to win. Well, maybe I will sponsor. Maybe I might. Maybe me not say nothing yet. Let me say what I want first.
Yeah, so don't say nothing yet. All right, so just listen up on anything you can call back or go and talk to Mr. Maiten from Mullines United to hear what is going on with Mullines as they look to this season.
So Mullines, all right, maybe ask him something. So Brian, Mullines is the team that where he said away from Marvally, where's your home ground?
So yeah, good afternoon. So we are based at Justice Era Park Recreational Sports Complex. It's a facility owned by the Jamaica Civil Service Organization. So that's our training base. We have been doing some rehabilitation work on the field with a view to possibly be able to host Premier League games there sometime in the second round of this season. But we have an arrangement in principle to host games for the first round, but I can't divulge the details of that as yet because we haven't fully sorted it out.
Because Mullines is a team where I say Mullines I grew up part of my childhood, because my dad have a house on Relay Road in Uenden, in the schema of Uenden, you might know what I'm talking. 27 Relay Road, that's the first one of my dad's house.
So, G, you sure you want to be divulging those information on the internet? All right. Yeah, I know you and then, but I'm not so au fait with
all the
Yeah.
places around there. But I know you and though.
Yeah, man, because my uncle used to control Marvel urine then,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Soldier, let's
So,
talk to Brian, and then if you hear anything, you can just shout me back, all right?
no problem, my boss.
Yeah, man. All right. Yeah. All right, so yeah, man. So tell us about what the off season has been like in terms of your preparation. Where is the first game? I think that's one of the Monday night games.
Yeah.
You have just tell us about that and some of the signings that we can look forward to seeing. I hear that you have a big contact with the Grenada FA. How is that going as well? I don't know.
Okay, so I think the off season for us would have been one filled with reflection. As is the case with any business venture that you go into, which football is a business, albeit not a very profitable one in terms of from a Jamaican context at this point, but any venture in which you go into, at the end of that ordeal, you would also want to look back at your processes and your procedures and the things that you would have done, and how well you would have done based on what you did and what you can do to improve going further. So yeah, that was basically what most of the off season for us entailed. We had a review of our team from the last season in terms of the players that were there. We looked at players in the market that we thought we could have brought into the club that could have helped us to do well in the Premier League. I would say in terms of what we were looking at and what we were able to come away with, I would think we got maybe about 70% of what we originally, the spaces that we originally wanted to fill in terms of positions. In terms of the players that we targeted, I think we never got a few of them. I think that come down to our initiative as well. I thought we were a bit slow out of the block, for want of a better term, in terms of making contact with those players and their clubs and representatives and stuff. So towards the end of the transfer window, when we wanted to make a real push, for want of a better term, it just wasn't going to happen for financial and other reasons. But I think in terms of the players that we got, we are pretty satisfied that those players will be able to come in and give an impact and make a positive impact on the team and for themselves. We recruited, we brought in 14 players in this transfer window. I think the limit of players that you can register now for the JPL has increased from 30 to 35. However, we are below that in terms of we have a squad of 27 players. And also we have a few players that are from Mullines who are playing in the Manning Cup that once that competition is over, they will, be a part of us, all things being equal. And I think we still have an eye out in the Da Costa Cup too. Because once talented players are there, we're always open to bring them forward. I don't know if we got any players with any. We have a player that was with us, but he didn't play any football last season, and he's looking to make a return. So he's basically like a new player to the fold per se. I don't know if we got any players who you would call brand name players, for want of a better term, but I think we got some players that we really think can help us. We got from the Premier League, we got Enrique Gordon from Falkland. I think he was Falkland's leading goal scorer last season. Who surprisingly is a right back. That was a bit of a surprise to me. But yeah, he's with us now. We got a player from Tivoli by the name of Kevin Pilgrim. He's also a defensive player. We got 3 players from Portmore United. Kevin Scott, a forward, Janai Fleming, who is a midfielder, and Marvin Williams, who is a midfielder as well. I think Marvin went to Garvey Maseo. He's 21, I think, yeah. And then we got a player from Boys Town that played for them in the championship that they won. He's a 20-year-old midfielder too. We brought in a young goalkeeper from out in Portland, I think from Ujama. He's 19. We have a player from a team in St. Mary called Grace Inn. His name is Richard Gooden. He's an attacking player. And I think that's about it. I would like to think.
Yeah. Kemar Phillips has returned to the team.
No, he's still at there.
Okay. But Phillips has come to your team. You have a new player. Okay. But someone is asking about Jason Wright, if he's still there, and Nicholas Nelson.
So no, Nelson is not here. He left. He's John Dunby Holding. Earlier in the transfer window, and yeah, Jason Wright is still there, and he's our captain this season.
Okay. Zoan Robinson is asking, no Trelawney Baller?
Oh yeah, so sorry about that. So we got a player from he used to go to William Nib. He played for Falmouth in the Tier 2. His name is Tajay Cooper. He's a 19-year-old centre back. One of the players that I really have a lot of time for. And we got a player on loan from Holland FC, Tyreek O'Connor. He played for Chapelton Maroons last season. In the second half of the Premier League. He's 20 years old as well.
Okay. Somebody asking about Steve Reed from Boys Town.
Yeah, I spoke about him already.
Okay. So that's a lot of young additions, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think a part of it too is the whole succession planning too. Because one of the things that you find that has been happening for the last 2 or 3 seasons is at the end of the Premier League season, oftentimes you find that when you have a lot of older players, there's always a need to replenish a team and bring in and try and get younger players. So we thought that this season, it would be a good time for us to get in as much younger players as possible, so that next season we won't be in that position in terms of having to bring in players and replace players because of age and stuff like that.
Yeah. And the coaching staff remains the same, or you have also added to your coaching the complement of coaches, or
no? So
who is Alex Thomas was the coach last season?
Yeah, so he returns as a head coach. And we brought in Donald Stewart. Many persons would know him as Foley, former national player. He's an assistant coach at Jamaica College, worked at Harborview, and I think he worked at Ballers Academy as well. So he's now our assistant coach. And also, we brought in Mr. Vassarenas. He's our technical director.
Yeah.
What Dimo say? Baller.
Super agent Dimo. I don't know if you know that he's an agent, so he has a couple of players.
No man, Dimo. I know what the situation was. We'll talk more about it in January, hopefully. But he knows. He and I have a very good idea of.
Yeah. And I've heard through the grapevine that you may have made some connections in Grenada to get a couple of players over there, or from there possibly. Is there any truth to those rumors?
I'll comment on that at a later date.
Okay, so who do you play in the first game, and where will it be?
So our first game will be on Monday, October 23rd. We play Veer United at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. It's one of 2 games that will be played on that day. I think Arnett Gardens plays.
The curfew is over?
Well, to the best of my knowledge, there is nothing that will stop the game from playing. So
Okay.
I don't know if it's over or whatever was worked out, but I've not been made aware of any of those things.
Okay. Okay. So you play the first game of the doubleheader. What time does it start?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Okay. Pesa is saying that he like, so you and half of you won't have a mix up of jerseys this season.
Um, okay. Less said about that is the best, but I think credit must be given to the organizers of the JPL too. I think at the end of last season, based on that the fiasco, they would have been strident in their effort to ensure that there's not a repeat of that. I mean, whenever things happen and there's a mistake being made, it's always good when you know all persons who are involved try and put effort forward to ensure that there's not a reoccurrence. So I think they would have done a pretty good job this season
Yeah.
of ensuring that we won't have a color clash, won't have a better term.
Yeah. What I like with it is that their home kit and your so the problem you have is that your away kit and your home kit is basically the same. That's a problem. Still.
Go again?
So when you're at home and they are the away team, the jerseys are basically similar. You can't use that. So
You're saying when we are at home
no,
and they are away?
when Harborview is at home, which makes you the away team, the jerseys are all yellow with stripes. Look at them here, because your away kit is the yellow one there with the white and blue stripes.
Yeah, man. So we'll just wear our home kit.
Okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at all times, both clubs will have an alternative gears that will not bring about what happened last time.
Okay. And I mean, how has it been for you? Because I mean, this is the second full season now as team manager. I need to get some tips from you, because I'm in a similar position. I need to get some expert help from you.
All right. So let me address the first part first. Firstly,
Maybe you can come and replace me, man, because there are too many shots being fed in my direction.
uh, okay. To be honest, I think um, it's been a good experience. It's always good when you have persons that are in sports administration. I don't think we have a culture in Jamaica for a lot of persons to want to get involved. I think too that the way our structure is set up in terms of clubs and organizations and stuff, oftentimes younger persons do not see an opening for them to be involved in these kind of stuff. So I'm grateful to Mullines for the opportunity and for the trust that they placed in me to be a part of the organization in this capacity. Um, so far I think it's been one with mixed feelings and stuff. I mean, sometimes when you play games, especially when the results don't go your way, it 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 becomes a little bit more difficult. But and sometimes when the results are going your way, it's also difficult as well in terms of being able to ensure that everything is kept afloat. But I think it's a learning experience for me. I think it's one that has helped me as an individual to improve and to become better and to enhance my knowledge as it relates to the footballing circle and just be a little bit more informed about things that and how the world of football operates from a Jamaican perspective. I think before I had some sort of a different view and opinion on certain things, but I think now that I'm involved at this level, then my understanding and interpretation of things are a lot different.
Oh, wonderful. Sounds good, man. What is the end in mind for Mullines? What is your expectation in terms of the team this season? What is the dream? What is the realistic expectation?
I think when you enter any competition, the dream is always to win. Don't think not any of the 14 teams will tell you that if before the start of the season they were guaranteed a winning position, they'd say no. I think realistically, based on the players that we brought in and the players that we have retained and the investment that has been made into the club and the whole organization, we are looking seriously at making the playoff this season. I thought that last season we had a good opportunity of achieving that goal, but I think experience in some regard too, because I think one of the advantages that some of the more traditional teams in terms of traditional playoff or top place teams have is sometimes they have the personnel that have the experience of being in certain situations and knowing what to do and what not to do. I think last season when we got into the situations that we got into, I think inexperience on just us management, coaches, players. I thought that was what let us down at some point last season. But I think we would have grown and learned the lessons from those scenarios and situations. And I think if put in the same position this season, we won't make those mistakes. And I think the experience from last season is what I think will help us going forward in terms of just making better decisions and approaching things differently and knowing when to act on certain things and when not to, and guide the decision making process. So I think from the start of the preseason, in terms of how we have been preparing and what we have been doing, the goal has always been to make a playoff position, and I think the players are fully bought into that. I think one of the advantages that we have too is that when you have a lot of younger players who are hell bent on making an impact in the league, you get a little bit more desire and hunger from them to want to make an impact, and I think they'll put out a lot more effort as opposed to when you have players who are, seasoned perennial campaigners and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, and you have in your ranks now as technical director one of the holders of an A license, and your head coach has also started the process of his A license.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, and our assistant coach is doing his B license now.
That's a good thing. So much for Unseen getting a job at Mullines. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the truth is, coaching qualifications is always a plus to have, but I think a little bit more than that comes down to how practical you are with the knowledge that you have gained and how you impart that onto the players. I think the truest test of a coach's ability is the end product of what comes out on the pitch. It doesn't spell any sense for you to have all the knowledge and know everything, and you're not able to pass it on to the persons that you are put in charge of. And I think also, with the coaches being exposed to more coaching education and stuff like that, I think that will help them be in a better position to help the players as well. And yeah.
Okay, awesome. And then finally Pesa is asking Michael Blygen, not at Mullines as assistant coach this season.
Give me a minute.
Okay. All right, people. So we're coming to the end of the show, the final one for the day. And please, we haven't gotten our super sticker, super chat, but it has been a very good day. Please, I ask you to hit the like button. Let's see if we can get this video to 100 likes. We need around 24 to get it there. So if you're watching and you have not yet hit the like button, please go ahead and do that. It would be so nice if we can hit the 100 mark with the likes. All right, moderators.
Yeah, money. What's the question?
Michael Blyden, not at Mullines as assistant coach this season. Whatever you have done, you have turned the camera sideways. Oh, there you go.
No.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, want to say a big thank
Oh,
you to you.
no, Travis.
Oh, yeah. So that is the question. Listen, want to say a big thank you to you for coming on, and we'll be in touch throughout the season. The jerseys look good, very very good. Especially the home one. I think it is, or is it the away? Yeah, I think it is the away kit with the stripes. Really nice looking jersey. Like the direction of the club. I always from he was at Arnett Gardens, now he's by you, and I saw that last year. Some good football, right? Good football. Football was played by Mullines. Sometimes they didn't get the result. I hope this year, with the additions that you have made, that you will be able to get the results based on how you play the game. So big thank you to you, Sir Brian Mighton, team manager at Mullines United. Appreciate you coming on as usual.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
All the
man.
best.
Are you able to comment and give your thoughts on the situation with the Reggae Girls?
What exactly about it?
I mean, just your thoughts, about, the PA and the coach and the uncertainty based on what they said. Uncertainty.
Oh, you mean about the letter?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What was extracted from the letter, because we haven't seen the letter.
Okay. So I guess I'll speak based on my understanding of what I saw of a part of the letter. Okay, so I mean I'm of the view that I think the players have a right to talk about their salary. I think I don't know, but I don't think the federation has done a pretty good job in terms of compensating personnel, just players, coaches, persons who work at the JFF in terms of the football operations and stuff. That is affiliated with the teams per se. So it's not even just a regular thing. I think far too often there's always a cry of persons not getting paid, whether it be players, coach, doctors, physios, masseurs. It's just been something that I don't even know how they're going to shake that. But there was a section in the letter that says that the players were saying they will not be playing because, or they will not be available because of some uncertainty of coaching staff or temporary staff or something to that effect. I don't think that that's the player's purview. I think if you're a part of the national team, I think if whoever is employed as the coach at the point in time, unless for some ethical reasons or some legal reason why you're not comfortable with a coach, then that's a different thing. But I don't think it's the federation's purview to inform players of who's going to be the coach and the doctor and the analysts and assistant coaches and stuff. I don't think that that's the player's purview. I think if you're available to play for your country and you're called, all things being equal, you make yourself available. And if you're not, then that's fine too, because I think it's a choice. I don't think it's a choice for them. But I mean, when they're going to come and ask the federation to inform them of who's going to be the coach and whatever, I don't think that that's the right way to go. And I think that all of that is coming from the precedents that the JFF would have set with the way in which they dealt with the Vin Blaine situation. And from then, I knew it was never going to get any better. And I don't know if it's going to get any better now, because I don't even know if now is a time for them to put up a stance or put up a resistance or something to that effect. So I felt that they created a bad precedence from that time. So
Yeah.
all of what is going on now is just an extension of what would have happened from then. That's my view on it.
Okay, and I heard that you have created your own 11 in case of the girls not being able to go. I know that you had me right back in the dressing room.
No, I did no such thing.
Yeah. All right, then. There you go. You have heard the views of Moline's perspective. You have heard it from the national senior women.
No Mullins. That's my
No,
own
no, man.
perspective.
No. And you have heard views from a national women senior team perspective. So I'm talking about
Okay.
you're sharing about Moline's and thing. No.
Okay.
Speaking of that, when you're in these managerial positions, people remember how Brian Knight used to come, oh, I want to beat him, because I hear how him sound now, and I saw him used to sound, back in the day, that come out and beat him now, beat nobody, people wanted to beat him, He was an agent, boot, lip, crony, boot, liquor, people, they hear him sound different, man, sit down,
Mullins,
people,
I'm telling you that before the end of the day, I'm telling you that there's going to be some clip on our friend's Instagram page with this interview.
Yeah.
But I'll be sure to send him a message.
I am sure.
Big up, Kier James. Yeah, all right, man. Bless.
Yeah, man. All right, respect. Thanks, as usual. Yeah, but there you go, people. Listen, long day. 3 shows for the day. Wonderful show early in the morning when we had there's a few clubs on. Then we had a brief interview with Nicholas Simmons. You should watch that, right? And then we just did our JPL show. Want to thank everyone for all the likes, shares, subscribes, even the dislikes, and those who unsubscribe. You may not be hearing this, you may be watching it and not subscribe. Listen, big up, respect, one love, one heart. Let's get together and be all right. No time for animosity. Ishmael, bless up. Joe, bless up yourself, You understand me? To all the moderators. Pesa, big up yourself. Balakar. Demo, you know how it is. Bless up. Salute to everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Tomorrow, 3 more points for Arsenal. At the bridge. We're going. I will be telling you more about it. I am Manny's man. This has been I Am Sure Sports. When it gets to this point of the show, we say we are over and we are OUT out of here.
Yo, watch your bad dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, you cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Rios, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like, yeah, someone on for the food from we young, from we day, you need height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.